And
hello, action. check 1 2.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my ragtime gal. I'm gonna eat
baby,
cookies.
my heart's on fire. If you
crumbs
refuse
all
me,
on my
honey, you lose
knees.
me. Hey,
I
we're
got
streaming.
a chicken. I got a pigeon. I got a
Merry Christmas.
dove and cow. That's right, bovine. mixed
We
with
are working
birds.
again, sort of,
I mean, yeah, we are. Ish.
and it's better.
So, guys, let us know
Everybody's
in the
working
comments.
for the weekend.
Let us know in the comments if the sound is okay,
Yes.
because Michael is still sitting by the board and he can fix it.
And he can fix the sound. Tim, lean over and make sounds. And
Check.
is that your impression of Michael?
Oh, herb blue.
No, wait. We want an impression of Michael. Hang on.
Without
Here, I can do
you.
I hate everything. No, I'm
No.
Nailed it.
Michael doesn't hate everything. Let's be
Jeez,
official.
Kieran is like kicking me in the guts about my singing on Christmas. That's mean, dude.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You look so festive.
Hi, everybody. What's up?
Hey.
Hi.
Man, it's been a minute.
Melinda
Hey.
baked.
Hey.
Melinda baked.
I
Oh.
nailed it.
Oh.
Is
Get-
that the game?
Get a player
Yes,
to
yes.
kiss you. Yes,
We have a game,
we do have a game.
and it's
Pay
you
for
can't.
that one, Melinda.
It's called Nailed It.
It's
and-
called Nailed It. No,
and-
it's Don't Get Got is what it's called.
Don't get got.
Don't Get Got.
Well, then we've all failed.
And then we're so the goal is it runs in the background of whatever gathering you're at. And
He
you
is
just sort of,
genuinely hurt.
it gives you things that you're supposed to get other people to do. And then if they do it, then you got them. And so you're trying to get 3 out of your 5 cards completed. And if whoever does that first wins the game.
Okay.
So you guys get to vote on who's going to
I already
win
got
the
you
game.
once. I've got you once.
Tim's already gotten one, I've gotten one, and Aaron's gotten one. So now
It's up to
you're
Michael.
behind.
I'm throwing this one out
Well,
because it says get a player to break something.
Well, you could get him to break a cookie.
We could break your heart. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
All right, so we have to be answering questions as well and reading comments just
Okay,
sporadically.
so Keith says, Tim Witten, your reaction to Mandalorian finale. Without spoilers.
Oh, I don't know. How
Without
to do
spoilers?
I
Well,
said
you-
that.
No,
I
but you really
Yeah, you gotta
shouldn't
do it
spoil
without
probably
spoilers.
shouldn't do spoilers.
So-
maybe this.
Do a dramatic reenactment of how you looked when you saw
No,
it.
here's sped up.
Nice.
There we go. That's my reaction. No, I loved it. I thought it was really good. I'm not going to talk about it much because Michael will close-handed fist punch me.
No,
But-
but the people on the internet might fist punch you because they haven't seen it yet. You know, I don't care one way or the other. You know, whatever.
Well, whatever.
But I don't want them to be like Christmas Day and they ruined the thing I was going to watch tonight for Christmas.
I'm not spoiling it. But I thought it was really good. I really think it was good. A little confusing, the after credits scene, but they've cleared it up, which is good in the articles. So go read the articles.
You've got to read the supporting material
Yes.
to understand the nuances of the Mandalorian.
Well,
Fair enough.
it's actually not The Mandalorian. but-
I mean, the television show is called The Mandalorian.
Kenny
That's what I was
says that
referring
he's
to, the
with you,
television
Tim.
show.
It was really awesome, is what he says.
Speaking of, I know we're going to get into at some point our favorite Christmas gifts, but in
Or
the
things.
It,
Just
things, but all of us being of around the same age, same generation, in the 90s, we were probably getting a lot of PC games and video games for Christmas, right?
Not me, but yes.
Not you. All right. Name, Aaron, Tim, the most memorable PC game. So like PC or CD-ROM game for a PC that you got for Christmas in the 90s.
Total Annihilation.
SimCity.
Michael.
I was very much into the X-Wing simulators at the time. So when TIE Fighter
Those
came
were
out.
good too.
Yeah.
I like those too.
TIE Fighter, I do I do confess that TIE Fighter in places initially was so difficult. Like X-Wing was really difficult. TIE Fighter, though, by that time I'd already gone through like 2 X-Wing expansions. I get to TIE Fighter and I'm like, my patience for mastering the controls of these different fighters is wearing a little thin. So I did put in...
Not everybody's Ray.
I did,
Master
right,
flying
right.
any spacecraft.
I did put in some of the...
Just no.
like, I did put in some of the codes where it was like, shields all the time, or... you never have to worry.
Up, down, down, left, right,
Yeah,
left, right,
yeah.
A, B, select, start.
It's like the rebels are gonna win anyway. So, and I meant, my TIE Fighter ain't got no shields, so this isn't fair.
Mr. Shark says, says Merry Christmas. Did I like Tori's Christmas album? I did like Tori Amos's Christmas album. It's an EP. It's 4 songs. They're not standard Christmas songs. They're different and unique and cool. I also really enjoyed Kylie's Christmas album, which, Michael, would you like to tell the nice people about our...
That was the story I thought of for the after show, but we'll tell it now.
We're doing an after show, or I thought we were just doing
I guess we're not doing an after
a
show.
long stream.
just
We're
doing
doing a long stream.
I mean, it's just
Okay.
Christmas.
Is that what we're doing?
It's
That's fine.
Christmas.
That's
Well,
a great.
I don't know.
That's a great idea.
Well, no,
All right, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
I don't know.
Because this stream's supposed to be for
I'm
everybody.
gonna get to it.
I'm talking to my co-host.
Wow.
I'm
Why
trying
don't you
Oh, here we go.
only worry about your
Here we go.
podcast co-host over there?
Did you
and,
get
and
Guy?
we,
I got
Did
this
you,
little
oh, there,
as
I-
a, as
I
a
would
op,
say-
as an
so
operational
cool. I like
RetroBlasting co-host, we'll deal with art stuff over
It's
here.
nice.
I bet. It
yeah,
comes
thanks.
in a
It says-
tube.
It's,
See, now
I-
you're ignoring the audience.
Well, you told me to talk to my co-host.
Do you see
I
how
was
it's open and closed to
literally-
them? It's open and closed. It's like you can't. All right.
I feel like things just got very adversarial.
It's Christmas.
All right.
Just quit ruining Christmas.
So I came upstairs a few days ago. I've been editing this big
He'd
video.
been down here for several days.
I've been editing a big video for everyone that I'm still hoping will be finished between now and New Year's. It's gonna be posted sometime between now and New Year's. It's an hour long. It's a big video to end 2020.
If I knew you were going to talk about it, I'd have boxing gloves like right there.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna leave it at that for now.
Because
So-
Boxing Day is nearby, right? Boxing Day?
It's true. It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's actually for the box to put things in
Put
boxes. It's not for the
boxes.
boxing glove.
So I come upstairs.
Okay.
It's Canadian.
I smell the aromas of baking and cookies.
Yeah, but Melinda baked us cookies today.
Right. And
they didn't think there would be any left.
it was
After the
smelling
promo
smelling really nice in the kitchen, and she was playing the Charlie Brown Christmas music, and it was the piano
Did
riff.
Apple sue you?
Right? So I'm standing there and, I'm looking at my phone, and then the music switches over, and it's been a few minutes, and I'm just kind of like, I know that voice, but it was a Christmas song that I'd never heard before. And I go, is this Kylie Minogue? And she goes, yeah. And I went, what? And then she did the math, and she goes, you've never listened to her Christmas album? And I went, well,
Wait.
I
No. You really haven't ever listened to her Christmas album?
I own it. Like, I own it.
You own it?
I do own it. Yeah, but
you
I
didn't listen
How
to
many
it.
copies?
one copy.
But it's a
That's
very,
a valid question.
But it's a
Is it-
very good copy.
It is a very valid question. Ask him how many copies
I own the best.
he has of the others.
I own the best copy. I own the Snow Queen edition. But anyway, so
That's right.
I was like, but Melinda, it's Christmas music. How often a year do you listen to Christmas music? That's why
It's freaking Christmas.
And she says, to my shock, she goes, I've already listened to this album like 3 times this Christmas. She goes, first time I've ever listened to it. I think it's one of the best Christmas albums ever made. And I was like, well, that stands to reason, because it is Kylie Minogue who, beats all challengers. But
I like the fact that she pulls songs and styles from all different time periods, and so it makes kind of this nice little
Like anthology. Kind of.
melange of, vibes.
The only time I've ever liked the use of the word melange is in Dune.
And right now.
I'm not willing to go that far.
Anyways.
So you did listen to it. Mm-hmm. And what's your favorite track on it? If I have not listened to it either, but if I were to start listening to it, where should I begin?
There are many good tracks on it.
Great. So which one would you?
Is this like music she wrote or redos of old classics?
Blend.
It's a blend.
It's a melange.
It's a melange.
Oh, so that's what that means.
Monkey Boy says, Melinda,
Yes,
my
it
cat
does.
Ewok had way too much Christmas catnip and has gone completely demented. Any tips? It's just like when you do too much of any drug. You just got to ride it out and stay calm. The biggest thing is to not,
Make sure his surroundings are comforting.
there's that great song that Karen Kilgariff did on, I think it was Conan O'Brien years ago. It's like, you just got too high. Like, you just want to stay calm and, whatever. And, you just got too high.
You know what? Why don't we let the fans play along with us?
Is that what
Who was that? Who just asked that question?
Monkey Boy.
Monkey Boy, you nailed it. Get a player to give you medical advice.
Aaron, you could have done that so easily.
I could have, but I liked the fact.
I have
that
a
they pulled
comment,
it
but
off.
I can't say it on the live stream.
Do you want me to replace one of your cards, Aaron?
No.
Here.
Are you willing to take the risk of whatever this might
Yes,
be?
yes, I am.
You were talking a second ago about, the up, down, down code and everything like that. Did you know that in the
I'm doomed with that one. There's no way.
the original Tomb Raider game, there was a way to do that where you would step forward, step back, then step left, then step right, then jump backwards in a flip and pull your guns, and it would go to God mode.
Really?
Yeah, let's do the time warp again.
Well, when you tried it in the second game,
I was trying to go for a real genius
when she
reference.
backflipped and you pulled the guns,
He's like,
she
step forward,
exploded
step
into
back.
8 pieces.
Oh my
It killed you. So that was like their in-joke to say, hey, don't do that.
Merry Christmas, Midnight's Edge. I was trying to wait, but
Merry Christmas, Tom. Merry Christmas, Midnight's Edge. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
All right, so are we? Let's talk about some of our favorite things that are on the table.
Okay.
There are reasons why these particular things are all on the table.
Yes, and behind us.
Right, because some things are just too gosh darn big to fit on the table.
Sorry.
So, Michael, you start.
Go.
But it's Christmas and we have guests.
Okay, Tim, you start.
All right.
We're guests?
No, I'm kidding.
Wow. I'm a guest.
I was trying to be hospitable.
Then-
But hey, you know what? Why don't everybody just, it's the Christmas hog pile. Just everybody just beat me up.
Hog pile.
The holiday hog pile. That's what it is.
Next year, the live stream is going to be called the
holiday
holiday hog pile.
It's all going to be Dukes of Hazzard.
All right.
Michael found himself in a bit of a pickle.
He didn't find himself in just a pickle. He found himself in the whole barrel. All right. Okay. So, Christmas of '83, my beloved toy was the X-Wing fighter that I got for Christmas. That's why it's front and center. Christmas of '84 was a big Christmas because I got both Optimus Prime and the G.I. Joe hovercraft. All three of So all three of these are my original Christmas gifts from that time period.
So, Michael, you broke Tim's theory.
Yes, you did.
You just broke Tim's theory
just
about
destroyed
G.I.
it.
Joe versus Transformers.
Oh, well, I was an equal opportunity. I gave all toy lines an equal chance.
Well, it's not that I didn't want to.
I know, but then what I did,
What I'm hearing is money, money, money.
no, very quickly after starting in with Transformers, I figured out that it was not as fun
It's all
for me.
Transformers and G.I. Joes.
Was not as fun for me as G.I. Joe, and so as you know, I abandoned Transformers shortly after the movie came out.
So what he's talking about is I wanted to do a show for a while of G.I. Joe versus Transformers, not in the sense of the properties as much as when we were kids, most of us, probably not Michael now that we all discovered, that you had to commit to one or the other because they were all around the same Christmases. And you kind of had to make a decision early on as a kid and be like, well, I can't do both because then I'll only get just a little bit, but I've got to kind of commit to a property because that way I get the most. So
Right.
I was a Transformers guy, as
Right.
Jody, if you're on them, as well as I do. I went Transformers. So I got a Christmas, I got all Transformers and no G.I. Joe, but my two buddies got all G.I. Joe.
And then you could like hang out with each other and actually have access to
Yes.
one or the other property. So if you and your friends got together, anyway.
Well,
we're doing the show.
to
right?
clarify, the GI Joe hovercraft was a one-off fascination for me at the time.
Well, it was a great toy.
It's a great toy, but my point is, it was '84, so I still had one foot firmly in Star Wars, and this is just something I wanted because it looked so cool, and my parents got me like a few figures to go with it that Christmas, but Transformers was what I really wanted, so I ended up this Christmas with Optimus, Soundwave, and Jetfire to go with my Wheeljack and
Jetfire,
Ratchet.
nice. I had
Yeah.
I never had Prime. I never got a Prime. But,
Really?
Yeah. Got Jetfire, and I got the creme de la creme. That was my favorite Christmas toy.
Fortress Maximus?
I did have the original Fort Max way back in the day.
Which was several years later.
Yeah.
Critted with that one.
So-
That's
Yeah,
insane.
that is
Yeah, no, well, that was
That's a natural 20.
I was very lucky that Christmas. Yes.
I actually did get a Prime for a birthday once. So
Yeah.
Was it the one with the sound module?
no, I do not believe so. It's been a very long time.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was Generation 2?
He has
Did not-
no
It
idea.
did not have the sound module.
Okay.
Your hair looks great today.
They asked me what I got in '83, '84. I am not like Michael. I don't remember every Christmas and what I got, but I do remember like
Called
so
the
these
Dreamland
these
effect.
these ponies. So this I actually got for my birthday 4 years ago, and this is a Rapunzel pony. She's the most valuable My Little Pony.
Oh, wow, I did
she's,
not know that.
She's the most expensive, rare, kind of ridiculously so. But Michael got her for me for my 40th birthday. And
He
she
spared
was
no expense.
she was a mail away exclusive, and so she's she's just a little harder to find, and so she is ridiculously priced. And down below you'll see a G1 Glory, and that was my favorite pony when I was little. I don't know that I got her for Christmas, but I did have that's my childhood Glory, and my mom's name is Gloria. So I always sort of think of her, like associate her with my mom.
I was thinking the same thing.
And so when my mom always was sick when I was little, and so she would always be in the hospital. And so, like, I remember having this pony with me going to visit my mom in the hospital and sort of thinking of my, like, I don't know. So anyway, I always associate that pony with my mom, and so that's sentimental to me. And then other stuff that's on the table that I really love. I love to bake and I love cookies, and so like it always makes me happy every single year. I love to bake cookies. Usually I do like sugar cookies and gingerbread men, and I actually decorate them. Me and my mom used to do that when I was little, and we would put on this older production of the Nutcracker that was Mikhail Baryshnikov.
With cookies.
Well, Baryshnikov does it, and so I had to get it on DVD because, they don't show it on streaming or whatever. So once again, hard media is for the win.
That's right.
But so I put that on and I'll make cookies. Well, this year I did make my gingerbread, but I didn't ice them. But I just made sort of a conglomeration of cookies. And then the other thing that I really, really love from back in the day is Christmas catalogs, which was like the best
so
to
much
me.
fun.
Like the best part of it was just the anticipation of getting the Christmas presents. And so you like when those things started arriving in early fall, you just like tear them open, like flip over to the toy section, and you're like,
What new things?
and you're like making your list and like rearranging
Checking
the
it
priority, of all the things. I used to prioritize and like
Looking
use
at
different
prices.
colors. Yeah, figuring out
Looking
how
at
much you can get.
Well, I could get one
Yeah.
big thing or like 5 of these.
So
little
here
things.
I've got the 82, 84, and 86, and I've got a Montgomery Ward, a JCPenney, and a Sears.
Wow.
Just sort of for this has got the Hug-a-Bunch, or yeah, is it?
Ooh, the Hug-a-Bunch.
Or no,
I
this
remember.
isn't my child. These are my child dolls. I have one of these upstairs on the cover of this. Is this a Sears? Yeah, Sears wish book. But these are just priceless to me because I use them for reference when we're doing all kinds of different stuff.
I
So,
love that she keeps those too. I think it's so great when you pull those out.
It's
and
so fun to just
yeah.
look through them and remember. Oh my God, I forgot about that thing. And
Oh yeah, I remember sitting on my grandmother's couch and doing that very thing. Of just,
when I did
I really
that,
want this.
when I did that video about the Christmas catalogs, I'm not pimping my video, by the way. I'm just saying, I really was surprised to learn that, like, because you'll see all the different photography and different toys that are in the sections, like the Transformers or whatever, and it's because like they had buyers who would go like from the catalog, like from Sears or JCPenney, and they would go and get the toys that they wanted to put in their catalog, or they would make their deals, and then they would set up their, each one had their own photography sessions, which totally makes sense, but it seems like now that would be branded, like, like they would want it to look a certain way, and these are the most important ones we want to sell, but no,
it would be a full-on marketing campaign from the top down. It wouldn't be willy-nilly like that.
Right.
But yeah, I completely forgot about My Child, and then of course if you go back and watch like retro commercials, you suddenly remember just how for a period of time everything we watched was just spammed with like My Child or Hug a Bunch or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
It's like, how could we ever forget about those? But
so Aaron, what was your favorite?
I had to think about that one because, as you guys know, I tend to be a little bit meh about a lot of things. But one like thing that really stands out in my head was the Christmas that I got the snow speeder.
Nice.
And I remember it wasn't in Alabama. We had traveled somewhere for Christmas, and Santa showed up with this thing, and I remember that it had snowed where I was.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I took it right outside and was running around in the snow with this thing. And so the memory I have of it is very vividly, like, from my perspective, just this and running around. So like seeing that
the butt end of the snow speeder.
Yeah, I was like, I remember that because I remember as a kid thinking, how does that work to propel it forwards? I don't care.
Now, did they give you any characters to put in it?
I don't even remember. I just remember running through the snow with this thing and being like, just like Luke did.
That was the toy that got away for me. That was the one I really wanted as a kid and never found.
I remember because I told you that, and you had that moment where you were like, "You got a snow."
Everyone seemed to get a snow speeder except me. I was like, I
didn't get one either.
Yeah, and I wanted it so bad because it had the back-to-back, pilot and gunner, and the light-up effects were cooler than any other Kenner vehicle in the line. Like, it was the coolest toy, and it was Empire Strikes Back, and I never...
It's a great design,
too.
Like, it's just very interesting. I remember just struggling with the idea that it wasn't really made for space. But, I mean, when you were playing, you could pull that off if you wanted to.
Vinkman says, Aaron, the Aaronest Aaron that ever Aaroned, went about here and there, wishing everyone a meh Christmas.
Meh Christmas.
You need a shirt that says meh Christmas.
We have to get one made.
Have yourself a meh little Christmas.
Well, I feel like I nailed it with the Vinkman thing, even though I didn't ask, because he just told a joke, and it was a Christmas joke, so I win.
So you got a thing?
You got a thing?
Good for you.
Michael's
you
on the
board.
floor.
Stick it in your pile of things you got going.
Okay.
Don't let anybody see
all
your
the
cards.
other stuff you got going on, Michael.
You got it going on, girl.
How come he has one that's nailed it?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, no one's going to use that card today.
Okay, great.
We don't need that.
All right. So, any other vivid Christmas memories of things that aren't on the table?
So every single year when I like last night, we finally get to bed, and I'm laying there and I'm remembering this Christmas Eve from many years ago. I don't remember what year, but my parents had set up one of those little kid tents in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, those are always fun.
And so like I had like a sleep,
right?
It was like a Mickey Mouse pop-up tent thing, and so we set it up in my bedroom, and I'm like in there asleep or trying to sleep. You can't sleep on Christmas Eve, right? And so my mom had those little fake candles that she put in the window in the front of the house, and so they're glowing and I can see them through the tent, and I'm just like, Santa's gonna be here soon and I'm gonna get all these toys and I can't stand it. And what if I hear the reindeer on the roof? I was so excited about the reindeer. The reindeer was like my favorite part of Santa Claus, and so I would just sit in there and like I couldn't sleep the whole night, and I just remember being in that stupid brown tent like being really excited in my my Mighty Mouse sleeping bag and my Mickey Mouse tent, just being really, really
you can't
excited.
Mix the mice.
I was mixing the mice. I was mixing the rodents.
Mixing the mice.
For sure. Anyway, that's a very vivid memory for me.
Mine
Michael?
was 80. All I know is Iron Eagle had just came out on HBO.
Nice.
And it was during Christmas, and I remember they were playing the heck out of it.
Jappy!
And I was off for 2 weeks, because that was Christmas vacation. We were all just like, no school for 2 weeks.
Oh, it might as well have been forever.
Oh, yeah. Would lay on that couch with the Christmas tree turned on, watching Iron Eagle. That was what I remember.
Nice.
That was great. I got caught because I found my Christmas present. It was our first
That's
Nintendo.
always fun.
Oh, it was bad, too. It was
Were you
horrible.
looking for it on purpose?
What? No, I really was not. And what was so bad about it is I was in 7th or 8th grade at that point.
Oh.
So
What's funny, Tim, is World Made of Cardboard just asked the question, did any of
did
you
he?
ever find...
Sneak
So I
around to find your
found-
present. Yeah, that's a great question.
I found my Nintendo. And
Wow.
it was... I
So
think
did
it was,
you go tell your parents?
Well, no. It gets worse. I did worse.
Oh,
I did
God.
worse. Because, see, here's
Oh,
the thing.
no.
So where I lived was about 30 minutes away from where my parents worked.
I'm
so
sitting
I
here
knew
going, I'm
how
sitting here
long.
thinking, are my children watching this?
I know how long it takes parents to get home. Well, it was not a Santa gift. This was not from
Oh,
Santa.
of course not. That'd be impossible.
I remember getting out of our semester exams early, and you could check out of school. And back then, you could actually check out of school and bring a note from your parents and leave. And the school would just let you leave.
You could
walk.
do a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah, you could just walk. So I would walk home. Me and a buddy of mine walked back to my house, and I was like, I know where my Nintendo is. And I'm like, my parents are at work. So we actually went and got the Nintendo out and hooked it up.
Oh, no.
And I was going to box it
Oh
back
my
up,
God.
and we're
Oh,
playing it.
no.
And literally in the middle of my living room playing Nintendo, and I hear a car door go, kerchunk, and it's my dad. And I'm like, oh, no.
This is like that
Oh, my
70s
God.
show or
It was
something.
bad. It was really bad. My father was so mad. It was,
See,
he was
nowadays,
so
car
angry.
doors aren't as loud. Like, they don't work as alarms like they did for us. as
Yeah,
kids.
because car doors used to be like,
Yeah.
crash. And now they're like, click.
So I used to, like, our Christmas tree was, like, we had the couch, and then right behind the couch was the tree. But there was a space there, like a walkway. So my parents would be in the living room with the lights kind of low, watching TV at night near Christmas with the fireplace lit and everything. And I'd just be, like, over by the tree, laying under the tree, just looking at the presents. But what I was really doing was I would find the ones that could fit in my robe,
Oh my god.
Oh, my goodness.
and I would smuggle them in there and run upstairs to go check on something, and then I would like unwrap them super carefully and not tear the paper, and
This is why
then
me and her get along so
and
well.
then rewrap them so you would never know. Mom, I hope you're not watching this. Like, so what I found after doing that year, because I
Somewhere in
opened like
some
a whole
kitchen,
bunch.
She just dropped a cup of tea.
And then, like, it was just like, it ruined my Christmas because I had already seen all my presents, and then I had to act surprised. And that's when I realized that I don't want to know anything I'm getting. As Michael will tell you, I vehemently do not want to know what I'm getting or open any presents early, and that's why.
Melinda perfected surprised Pikachu face.
And just so
I never-
just so everybody's clear who's watching, Santa Claus is real, and everything about that's good. Now, I would just like to explain to anybody watching.
Santa brought us this game today.
Santa brought us the game today. I would like everybody who's watching, with their parents or whatever, to know the official reason that adults end up, not being on Santa's list for gifts is because there are so many kids in the world. And so once you reach a certain age, you kind of let Santa know that you exempt out because he's got a lot of places to hit every Christmas Eve night, and it just makes it easier for
We're
him.
also very naughty.
My Christmas memories?
Did you ever like accidentally find a toy?
Michael?
Yes,
Michael French?
Okay, so
I
there
feel like you did. I feel like I've heard this story before.
I attempted to once. I tried. No,
Look at his face.
You can see the
Angst. It's like,
Yeah.
I tried to find my Super Nintendo.
oh, so
ahead
this is
of
a
time.
whole Nintendo thing. It was.
I tried to find my Super
We were
Nintendo.
excited about this.
I
these
did
I
not
know, 'cause I
find
wanted
it.
My new
Okay,
PS5. And,
but do you know
Well,
what?
that's just hard to get.
sorry.
You asked me a story, and I tell the story, and you
You're
guys
right.
just check out over
No,
there.
you're right. I was wrong. You were right. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, you're one of
Go.
them.
So, I didn't find the Super Nintendo. My parents, this is when we were living in England. My parents hadn't come home yet. So I'm like, well, I didn't find it. So there's no way I could be in trouble, right? I put everything back or whatever, you know. And I went back about my day. And then my mom gets home and she goes upstairs. And then she comes downstairs and she's like, who moved the trunk at the end of my bed? And I'm like, what? And she's like, there's tracks in the carpet where the thing got moved.
Oh man, your mom is smart.
And I'm
Are
like,
you sure your mom doesn't like work for the CIA? Because she sounds like a
but here's the
secret
thing,
agent.
like,
She's like, I put a piece of hair on top of this.
she got mad at me for not finding anything. And it's like, you know what?
You've let me
These are the reasons why I don't step out of line, because unlike everybody else, I never get away with it.
I didn't say I got away with anything.
So what I decided to do,
No, you definitely didn't.
but
When
that's
Tim stops the story and says it was bad, we just trust him.
We just
It was
don't.
bad.
but that's why my personality now is like social Aikido, where it's like, you know what? I'm going to over-index on honesty. In fact, I'm going to be so honest, it's going to make everybody else uncomfortable. And see,
We're already uncomfortable.
my parents don't like that either. They're like, son. I'm like, no. You wanted me to be honest my whole childhood. So guess what? You
I
don't
don't
get
know
to sit
why they
there.
would ask you to do that.
You don't get to sit there and now be uncomfortable about the honesty you taught me, mom and dad.
Such a lonely
Thank God you have your phone right here for your mom to call you and go, son, I need you to step off camera for a minute.
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation.
King Eric would like to know, do the My Little Ponies get a display case?
They have a display case in my office, and I have another question. I can't see it now, but somebody was asking, John says, am I going to do a video on the story of the My Little Pony toy lines? Maybe at some point. As you guys know, I don't like doing videos, and the next video that I do is not going to be ponies. It's going to be Thundar. I'm kind of working on it in my head right now, so yeah, that will have to come first.
Unlike Cyberpunk, she'll release it when it's ready.
I'm gonna give Channel Zero a compliment on this joke. He said, "Mike, you should smile more like Captain Marvel."
Wesco says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Keep the great content coming and more Dreamland, please. So Aaron and I have like a strategy to like dial up our production regardless of what happens next year in terms of social distancing and whatever. We're going to push through and figure out a way to...
Yeah, we pretty much, whatever one of us has, all of us now has it. It's just the way it's
Well,
going.
yeah, but it's just...
Good thing y'all caught my sense of humor.
There's one question here. Did you make Aaron watch the Hug-a-Bunch movie like you were threatening to do?
No,
Ooh,
she has
no,
not.
but I do need to do
Whoever
that.
you are,
And then George
very
Aitken,
angry at you now.
George Aitken says, "Let Michael do the My Little Pony video. It'll be a bloodbath."
Well, let me tell you,
God.
it'll probably be a bloodbath if I do it too. If we're
Oh,
honest.
but man, that would be great.
Bjorn asks, "What's everyone's worst Christmas?"
Ooh.
I think that's gonna bring the room down, guys.
Oh, no.
No,
It can be funny. My brother's worst Christmas in the mid-'90s was when he wanted Museum Replica's Braveheart sword, but it didn't get made in time. Like, they literally hadn't distributed them, so it was bought in advance.
Is that
And
a thing that you can just want for Christmas?
It was my brother, all right?
Okay,
And so,
all right.
so what did he end up getting? He ended up getting all of his stocking stuffers because that sword was really expensive. And so he ended up getting, like, because my dad was like a camping guy, so he got it literally was called pants in a bag. And it was just like sleeping pants that folded up into its own bag. And he was like, every time you bring it up, it's
As
like,
seen on TV Christmas.
yeah, he's like
We've
the
all
worst.
had them.
He's like the worst Christmas ever. Pants in a bag.
I
Yeah.
have heard the pants in a
I
bag
think
story.
mine was, I was in high school by that time, but for some reason my father got it in his head that I wanted to learn how to hunt. I have no desire to go deer hunting. Yes, I'm from Alabama. No, I don't like hunting. I don't mind fishing. But he got me a bow, like a compound bow one Christmas. And I was like, I don't hunt. And he's like, but I thought you wanted to go hunting. And to this day,
You
I still
can do
have I have
archery.
the bow, but I don't think it's ever even shot an arrow. in
Well, I was gonna
30-something
get us like
years.
an archery set.
So well,
Bring it over. We'll like.
I'll bring it. I don't even know if I'd be afraid to pull it back.
Oh
and
no,
snap
you're
at
gonna
this
want to
point.
get new fittings.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to.
Otherwise, you're gonna lose an
It's
eye.
gonna be a $400 investment, Tim. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
We're going to turn into a
Spend $400
Robin Hood
and-
fantasy channel. That's what we're going to do.
I'm not telling my worst Christmas. I'm
Bjorn
trying to think.
said-
Well,
Bjorn-
tell the next worst Christmas. The next one that's funny.
As a child, not an adult.
Okay, because I was gonna say.
Bjorn
as an
said his
adult.
worst
Yeah.
Christmas was in 2000 when he put his Mobat on a frozen pool and it went through the ice.
Oh, now you know what? If you want to go to toys, my worst Christmas
Yeah.
was my sister, and I'm still angry. I
She's a
fought
terrible
to get
Christmas.
a really nice remote control Doom buggy, and these were the Radio Shack ones. And you remember back then, it was
Tyco
like,
Turbo Hoppers.
yes, they were big, they were awesome. I had that toy for exactly 10 minutes because I got it. I was outside running it, and my little sister was like, I want to turn. And I'm like, no, you will wreck it. And my dad was like, you give her a turn. She took that controller and in less than 30 seconds found the one mud puddle
Yep.
in like a mile away and just submerged the thing in the water, and it never worked again. So
Just
I had that
shorted
toy
it.
all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you want to look at your dad and go, and what was the point of that? Because you paid how much for that, and I was taking care of it, and now you've let this little girl wreck it because you've got to play favorites.
Yeah.
Why don't you go in the corner, Dad, and think about what you've done, right?
Bad
Do you-
Ape
do
says
you
my
need to
worst
talk to
Christmas
somebody?
gift was
I
a
need to talk
used
to a
pair
lot
of
of people.
socks. That's pretty bad.
Ooh, that is bad.
Say what?
Oh,
used
you
pair
were.
of
You
I'm
were
sorry,
talking?
I was still in the fog of war. What are we talking about here?
Really?
Yes. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
Say it again.
I said Bad Ape says my worst Christmas gift was a used pair of socks.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Were they washed?
Probably not.
Did you deserve
Did they
that?
How do you
smell?
know they were used?
And
That's-
what did you do?
I don't think I
to
want to know.
get- I feel like you have to do something to get that
No,
gift.
no, you don't. But that's rough.
That is rough.
Jason Anderson says, my worst Christmas was around 82, 83 at my grandparents when my older cousin tickled me until I threw up, and my mom took me home without my presents.
Ooh, that is
That's
horrible.
pretty rough.
That is rough.
I think one of mine is like the year with the Raggedy Ann. I don't even know if I want to tell that story, though.
Wolfie says, "Oh man, Radio Shack toys." Then he has like a bazillion dollar signs. Then it says $4.
What they're worth now? Yes.
yeah.
Wicked Person says, in Christmas of 78, my friend's mom bought him a whole bunch of Kenner Star Wars figures. His little brother was jealous, so he bit all the heads off.
I would have beat him to a pulp.
It's going to be a very bloody Christmas.
I mean, it would have been on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen to this. Worst Christmas as a kid was the year I asked for the G.I. Joe Mobile Command Center, that big sandcrawler thing.
Oh wow!
And Santa delivered it to my dad's girlfriend's son by accident. He says, but I got his Game Boy, though. LOL.
oh well, you
Well,
know.
I don't know, though. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's
But think about it. Think about it. For Chris, every time he hears do 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 do, he thinks, "Oh, sweet Russian revenge."
so
And that Game Boy would probably still keep a charge.
That's true.
yes.
Those things were built like tanks.
Easy Tiger says, nice shirt, Michael. I love me a bit of Kylie.
That's right. Kylie Christmas on Christmas.
Hey, guys, yell out where you're located. I want to see all the places that you guys are at this year at Christmas time.
Generally,
Because, I mean,
don't
not...
dox yourself.
not-
Don't give us like
Not your street
your
address.
latitude
just,
and longitude.
you know,
That's very bad.
She wants your address
General-
and your blood type.
and social security number if you have it.
And your first pet's name.
Ah, look, we've got London, Australia, Glasgow,
Australia,
New
my
York
people.
City, Tulsa, Denver, Michigan, Houston,
Wow.
Kansas, New York, Norwich. Is that right? Am I saying it? Or is it Norwich? Norwich, UK, Dallas, Houston, Silverton. Oh, Russ, hi. Greenville, Cumming, Georgia. That's right up the road.
Yes.
Modesto, California.
I think we know who that is.
Boyerton, North Carolina, Reno, St. Louis, Portland, Oregon. Whoa, it just skipped down. There's a lot of you guys are
just to watch him.
Western
die.
Colorado, Ryerstown, Maryland, Sweden. Sweet.
Sorry, Reno, that was terrible.
Galesburg, Illinois, Coventry, England, Dublin, Ireland, Israel, Buffalo,
Israel, nice.
Boca Raton, Denver, Massachusetts. Timothy Ward
Timothy
is
Ward
at the White House. Sweet. Lansing, Michigan, Kalamazoo,
aleck.
California, Wakefield, England, Flint, Michigan, Oxford, Mississippi, Sydney, Maidstone, UK, Kentucky,
You know, at some
Milwaukee,
point you're going to
Wilmington.
have named the entire planet.
I'm so excited.
It's
This is
very
awesome.
cool. It's
Monterrey,
very, very
Mexico. Oh, Feliz Navidad.
Yes.
This is cool.
Nigerian. Wow.
Wow.
There's a lot of cool places
This
on
is
here, you guys. Oh,
very
look,
neat.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Wakanda. Nice.
Wakanda.
Which I did see the trailer for the new one. It looked pretty funny.
Hi, Fred.
They already have a trailer for Black Panther 2?
So, I'm thinking of coming to America.
Wow.
Zamunda.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry,
I'm going to eat a cookie.
My bad.
Pretend that didn't happen.
My bad. It was my bad. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But Coming to America 2 looks
These
hilarious.
It does. I saw the trailer for it.
I
It's
didn't
re-
watch the trailer.
It's
Does
funny.
It look good?
It's funny, yeah.
Pretty funny.
I mean,
I
is
was
it?
afraid to. I was afraid
I was
it was
afraid
going to be
to as well.
more of the same. Like, why are they doing this?
Well, there is a lot of the same.
Well, no, I mean
But the
more
fact
of the
that they were
same,
able to pull it off the same way is
Yeah.
amazing.
Well,
What
it's,
I mean is more of the same, like what they've been doing to when they restart these
Oh,
little
no.
franchises. I was afraid it'd be more of that.
Although this one's coming straight to Amazon Prime.
right.
No,
and
America.
it's eerie because Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall look identical. Like, they
Yes.
don't even look like they've changed
That's
at all.
what I'm saying.
And I still didn't get a real. I know that that's a comedy, so they don't care. But like, they have aged up James Earl Jones to his proper age because that's part of the plot. But they've not bothered to explain how everybody in the barber shop is still old men
Well,
who
that's
haven't
what I'm
died.
saying. And they look exactly
They
the
look
same.
exactly the same.
Which is
probably a
wonderful.
joke,
That's my
Yeah.
favorite part. That's
Yeah.
my favorite part.
The fact that in the barbershop it's always the same.
I was reading comments. I wasn't.
How was
listening.
it?
Oh, she was doing her job, and we.
Yes.
You
No,
know.
I'm reading all these places people are saying, and then
They're
Matt
still coming,
Film
man.
Production says Melakaliki Maka to the dude from Hawaii. And Melakaliki Maka.
I know
is
the song, thank you.
thing To say.
I've seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Is that in that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I hate that
Oh,
movie.
yes.
So
When he's imagining the swimming pool.
he's imagining a swimming
And a
pool.
lady from the mall
Oh, shocker!
In the swimming pool.
in the
I mean,
swimming
because
pool.
it's how much more of a muggly thing can you have in a movie than?
A swimming
Oh,
pool.
saw a hot lady. I have to fantasize about her.
It was the.
So stupid.
It was the 80s,
What
and it was
was
a
that
comedy.
Are
voice?
you saying that? Are you saying that dudes were really basic in the 80s?
If I recall correctly,
Whoa,
If I-
basic?
let's wait.
Yeah,
I've got her on this one. I've
basic.
got her on this one. Wait for this.
Okay.
Watch this.
We're going to fight.
Finish
Go ahead.
him. Fatality. Ready? Okay. If I recall correctly, you a few months ago were asking.
Fantasizing about Christy Brinkley?
You're gonna let me finish Dreamland. You were asking how you could watch
Hey, don't
the
bring
movie.
me into this.
How you could watch the movie Mannequin. And you wanted to see Mannequin so bad again. And Mannequin is literally about a dude who fantasizes about an inanimate woman.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Okay, so how is that better
It's
than a
not.
guy
I'm-
fantasizing about a woman he actually saw who's not a mannequin? How is that?
I'm just saying Chevy Chase's like mental capacity in those movies is very limited.
That's part of the joke.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
part
it's-
of the
it's-
joke.
It's
And what compounds the joke is that he's smarter than his brother-in-law, right? So
who's barely functioning.
This
mean,
is
he's
going great. I'm
barely-
really liking this part of the show. We should name it. We should call it something. What do you guys want to call it?
Holiday hog
When
pile.
this happens.
all right, moving on.
Anyways,
Tim and I were just like,
here we go.
My thing is I wanted to watch Mannequin ironically.
Right.
Whereas
Even I'm going to call bull malarkey on that.
I'm going to call Holiday Hog Pile on that.
no, I don't know if you've met me, but I've prepared them way too much for them. This is a road they've traveled with me.
George Aitken says, you are surrounded by inanimate men. Wow, he's
yeah,
coming.
no kidding, dude.
He just came to her aid.
Inanimate
Thank you, George.
men.
We're inanimate men.
God
What
bless
does that
Scotland.
I guess we're mannequins.
mean? Ah, okay.
We are a mannequin.
You know what? I got this great recipe for Scottish shortbread and it's only got 3 ingredients. And one of the key ingredients is using the best quality butter. Ironically, the best quality butter I can get is Irish butter. So, how do you guys feel about the Irish over in Scotland? Is it like weird, or do you not care?
Wow.
I'm just curious.
I don't
You can send me a private message if you don't want to like yell it out.
I feel like there's been some fights. I feel like there's been a little.
I mean, today in modern times, like, just curious.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm curious.
I wouldn't think so.
You gonna find out.
Yeah, you gonna learn today.
Is he a mannequin now?
No, he just can't believe we're going there.
No, I'm an inanimate man.
Anyways, so
The Wanderer says the Scottish hate the Irish, and then
really,
someone says no, we. George says no, we take Irish. Maybe he means like Irish.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either.
I haven't been there.
But what did you think of Mannequin 2?
I don't know if I've ever seen Mannequin 2.
Oh, don't. Just don't.
Don't even go there.
It sounds really bad, so I mean,
Don't.
I'd be down to watch
You've
it.
seen it, haven't you?
Who's in it?
Don't. Just
Kim
don't.
Cattrall.
No.
No. It's
Oh,
not
they
even
didn't
the
get any
same.
of the original people
Well,
back.
they got Hollywood
Hollywood.
is back.
You know what's funny is Hollywood is also a character name in the movie Cool World.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So the girl who's in the movie is playing the same mannequin, but it's a different actress. Is what you're saying?
No, it's a different mannequin too, but it's a whole different.
It's Mannequin 2.
Like
Different Mannequin 2.
They were going to try Mannequin as well, but they felt like that was a
walked
little
into
wordy.
You mean like
Mannequin also.
you mean like Teen Wolf 2,
Yeah.
TOO.
Yeah.
I'm Justin Bateman.
But it's just bad. It's
That's unfortunate.
there's a
Fade to
hot air
Black
balloon
says
at the
there was a
end, and-
Mannequin 2.
Trust me, I feel that way. Yes.
Yeah.
Tim, I just want you to know, people are tripping and loving the fact that your mic and your shirt are coordinated very well.
Yeah, that's true.
Are they?
They
Yes.
look good on camera together.
They're not the
Oh,
same
thank you.
color, but on camera they blend in a very nice way.
I don't do colors well, so sorry.
You're
No, it looks
apologizing for a
good.
win, is what I'm telling you. It's a very, very popular choice.
Tim Hayes says Ralph Bakshi did Cool World. Yes.
Oh
That's
yes,
true.
I love Cold World.
I do too.
So it was
Wicked-
very. It was not what I thought it was going to be when I actually saw the movie, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Can I tell you how much I listened to that soundtrack? So much, and like,
Well, yeah.
and
yeah.
and it was not my genre at all. But for some reason, I was all about it. Like,
They just kind of cracked the code on getting all the right tracks and songs together.
Well, it's kind of like disco. We all hated disco for so long, and I find myself being more forgiving of disco now than when I was younger. So.
Yeah, when we did
Yeah,
Xanadu,
we all hated disco for so long.
I did.
I hated it a lot.
I'm just
Never
like
resonated
you,
with me. No.
fellow
Yeah.
hosts.
I feel you, man. Yeah. Solidarity.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But
He liked disco. He's always liked disco.
That's my point. I'm making fun of myself.
You're really cute. Hey, do you know how to whistle?
What?
Oh, because you need to nail one of those cards there? Yeah, no thanks. I ain't doing that.
that was perfectly delivered.
All I'm going to
Jose.
say
You really-
is...
That means you failed it, so you got to throw that out. Failed it. Failed it.
I'm gonna lick your face.
Oh.
all I'm going to say is I got that one. So
Tell a player that there's a big fight outside. Get them to come and look. Did you? When?
the whole audience.
Nice.
right, fair.
Well done. Well
Fair.
done. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we're all playing a game.
Yes.
So,
And you're the pawns. I'm kidding.
Indigo.
haven't you
Indigo
gotten-
show. Indigo.
have you gotten 3 already?
I think Tim
Two.
might have. Oh,
You got
okay.
2. Okay.
I got 2.
I don't see
If
how
I
I'm
may
gonna
finish my
accomplish
sentence now.
any of
Nope.
these.
Nope. Indigo show says tick off negative Michael. Check.
Well,
Negative
it's,
Michael?
it's a really low-hanging fruit.
No, here's the thing. So Michael is... I've always said Michael's like the nicest guy I know until things go awry, and then I just stay away if I can.
You've been
Yeah,
listening
like
to
You know,
Tim
I felt
Explains
bad
Michael.
because logically. So logically, it made sense. You know, he said, "Oh, I'm going to go see my family for Christmas Eve." So last Saturday, he was like, "We're going to stay away from everybody. We're not going to, get everybody together for the show and stuff so I can go see my family Christmas Eve because everybody will be here Christmas Day for the Christmas Day live stream." Well, me and Aaron weren't here, and then catastrophe happens.
It jinxed us.
It jinxed us. And then I felt horrible because at that point I was like, oh, I got a free Saturday. So me and my son run off to town and do some stuff. And then all I know is Aaron's just pinging me. And I'm like, what? And I finally...
one text message, Mr. Wood.
Well, you sent me 3. Three. I actually still have them.
It may have been, "Are you around? There's an issue."
But there's nothing you could have done.
I only reached out one time.
There's
I know, but I'm just saying I felt bad, though, that I wasn't...
Even after we did all the stuff this morning, it's clear that I don't think that box that we had originally, I think that was the issue, wasn't it? Possibly? Maybe not.
I think there's room for us to discover more about that problem.
I wasn't looking at you.
Well, maybe you should try it a little more often.
Wow!
Mannequin 2!
The thing about Michael is, you know what your problem is.
Keith says, Michael is the nicest, most humble person on the planet until you cross him and he will throw a planet at you.
Keith, that's kind of what I was going to say is, Michael in person, you guys can vouch for this. Michael, when you meet him in person or talk to him, like even on the phone, is like a totally level-headed, kind, sweet, like not super confrontational, mean
really
person.
Chess on this one,
Something about the way he writes stuff on the internet comes across like he is an evil. Like,
you're a mean one.
Yes,
Mr. Grinch.
but that is not. But that is not.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
That's not how he actually is. It's just something about his writing style that comes off very harsh. But that's not how he acts at all. No. As someone who has been with him for 11 years, I can completely vouch for that. He's very kind and considerate and will give you the shirt off his back. Seriously, I've seen him do stuff for all kinds of people and situations without wanting anything in return. So just...
Which there'll be a day I call him to my house and then tell him to give me the shirt off his back. So.
That's Michael, always giving people shirts.
See, thank goodness I always wear 2 shirts. So it's not really going to affect me all that much.
Keith says, Michael, any hint to what the new video is about?
Nope.
No.
It's
no.
It's about toys.
Mm-hmm.
It is about toys.
There you go. There's your hint. How's that?
Okay.
We were given very clear instructions not to give any hints.
No hints.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
hintful.
Here's my description after I saw what I saw. Have you ever been and look, no, because it's you. It's about you. This is specifically about you.
The video is about Aaron?
No.
Mannequin 3.
The situation. Have you ever and I would imagine girls too. You go to the bar with your guy buddies, and you're there and.
I get how this is about me.
Yeah, you have another guy show up that you don't particularly like, and then your buddy just takes a beer and goes in the guy's face, and all you can do as one of the buddies is go, "Here we go," and it's a brawl. I mean, most guys can relate to that. That's what I actually compared this new video to that situation.
It does kind of feel that way. It feels like. And as someone who's been in a number of fights, I can, and you can see it coming. So you see stuff like, oh yeah, why don't you, people are getting like this, and
you're just over
up
there
and
going,
up and stuff, and they're getting your, and you're like, oh yeah, why don't you bring it? Why don't you do it? Why don't you, And
I found that throwing a beer on someone works pretty well.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you're in the schoolyard and you don't have a beer.
I believe
you're right.
I believe that you're actually onto something with that analogy about, the beer in the face or whatever. I think what I'm trying to do is actually explain. Do you remember the movie Dirty Work?
Do you remember what we said about your writings?
Do you remember do you remember the movie?
He writes the scripts that he's reading.
Do you remember the movie Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald?
Yes.
No.
Okay, there's a great scene in the beginning where
because I didn't finish it.
They get into a bar fight. by accident. It's it's one of the bars with the pool tables and stuff, and Norm Macdonald stands up, and this dude just turns around with this pool cue, and he goes, "Hey, how come you get a pool cue?" And then he just gets wailed on by it. I feel like this video is trying to say, why do some people get pool cues when they don't deserve them?
I agree.
Yeah.
I completely
And then
agree.
I'm going to take this pool cue and stick it up your nose.
Pretty much.
I'm going to brain him
Pretty
with the
much.
pool cue.
I'm just going to sit back and eat popcorn for the first couple of days. That's all I'm going to do.
I'm not going into those comments. You know why? Because I
No.
don't care.
Well, that turned out to be a real good hint.
Timothy Ward is just going to be like, oh, God.
Look,
No. Timothy Ward had me laughing when he was like, because we got a preview. All of us got the preview, and Timothy Ward was like, please don't release that on Christmas Day because I want to spend time with my family, not fighting with the whole world. So it was like, Timothy wins.
after the NECA video came out and it was so well received, I did not expect to do this video. The NECA video came out, but it was very well received. And I was like, oh, great. People have been wanting somebody to say this. There hasn't been a platform.
Agree.
Right?
Look.
And then I went on, and as you saw from my notebook, I was working on Bionic 6. He's seen my notes. Bionic 6 is very much in progress.
Even though he's lied to me, essentially. So
it would have been done if it hadn't been for
It will be the next video.
Anyway.
I will tell you, Michael is setting his alarm in the morning, getting up. He comes running down here. He works all day. And I mean from like 7 a.m., he takes a 15-minute break for lunch and occasionally will come up to pee. And then I am serious.
Maybe
The
every other time.
entire rest of the day.
have you been
until,
wondering
like,
what happened to all the milk bottles in the house?
10
Don't
o'clock.
look in that closet.
10 o'clock at night,
Cartons.
he's done. And I'm not kidding. He is just like, and then occasionally he'll come up and go, can you watch this real quick? And I'm like, it's 20 minutes long.
But it's not now. It's actually an hour long.
No, it's going to be.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is as I'm working on my computer, I'm listening to the preview. My wife comes in and just, I have it barely turned. She goes, oh, Michael's at it again. And I was like, oh, yes, he is.
But here's the thing. This video wasn't supposed to even be a thing.
Right.
I was working on, but
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Did you see how I'm talking and she just is like,
It's
I
what
was
do.
working on Bionic 6 and Pride of the X-Men, and they were both on track to be done by December 30th. Don't make a face. And then
They're making it for me.
and then 2 weeks ago, all this crap went down. What?
I'm just making old man noise. Don't mind.
All this crap went down, and I said, that's it. I pulled a Frank Costanza. I was like, that's it. And I jumped up and I was like, that's it. And I've had it. I've had it.
I know.
We can tell.
I want to leave this behind in.
And you're all going to learn.
No, but here's the deal. I want this to be left behind in 2020. I want to go into 2021.
Oh, but you
See,
know
the
better.
thing is, he will be leaving it behind in 2020, but the other people who are watching it will definitely not.
Oh, I totally
be.
admit I am setting that bag of dog poo on fire and leaving it on someone else's doorstep. But you know
Leaving it
what?
on the last step of 2020. So just when people think they're getting out safe, they're gonna step on that bag and be like,
Just when
"Oh,
you thought it was
2020, you
safe
went
to
double
go back onto the internet.
You know what? They're gonna rue the day they mess with me. They are gonna
You're
rue.
gonna rue the day.
You gonna rue.
You're gonna rue McClanahan.
That's a
say
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Rue the day.
Rudolph the Day. Yeah, you know what? Because my nose is shining bright, and it's gonna shine some light on what's going on. Because no one else has the stones to do it.
Michael's
I will
weird
agree.
flex of the day.
That's right.
I've got a shiny
will
nose,
agree.
lighting the way.
All we're doing is just
you
teasing
get
them
one?
worse.
She
She said I'm cute. She said I'm cute.
What a good moment. I'm glad you brought it back to Christmas.
Oh.
Well, now, while everyone
so-
catches their breath.
So we haven't talked about Christmas movies yet.
Christmas movies
Those aren't real.
or specials.
Or special.
What's your favorite Christmas special?
From the 80s?
Anytime. I mean, there are
Tim
only
only
really
believes
specials
in the
in the 80s and
I
90s
do
because they
only
really
agree.
kind of
the
stopped.
80s are all that exists.
Merry Christmas, Trish.
Oh, Merry Christmas,
Merry
Trish.
Christmas, Trish.
Fishy fish.
And girls.
And Trish, we just want you to know that we do actually feel kind of guilty, but he said that you were cool with him coming over.
That's
but we
correct.
never would have forced that. We're not jerks like that. I'm a jerk, but not that kind of jerk, not to my friends. So if
He does seem to be guilty.
I do feel guilty.
He
I
does
do.
feel pretty guilty.
I feel pretty guilty.
He does.
Honestly. Because you are here on
the way
Christmas.
you made me come over.
I didn't make you
Give
come
me a
over.
choice. You sit there and you're gonna come over. Today.
He held all that sweet, sweet RetroBlasting money over your head.
It's like Monopoly money, but it's got Michael's face printed on it.
And it's worth the exact same thing that you think it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I wanted him to have just enough pocket change to use those sidewalk toilets in Europe when he goes there next year. All right?
Snickers bar says,
You're
"Is
welcome.
Michael blowing up a Razor Crest?"
That'd be funny.
That would be funny, actually.
How do I know this is gonna go bang?
You know what
Oh,
would be
it is.
hilarious?
You
Would
worried
be
about
like,
that?
That's your last video of 2020. Is you have that thing, just in the backyard, just like
You
No.
need the old. You gotta have the
Blow
old
it up.
plunger too. Where you're like,
yeah.
No, you know what I'm gonna do?
Can
I'm
you
gonna
wear the Santa hat while you do it?
I will, you know what? I will live stream for Patreon December 30th of 2020 or December 31st. I will live stream just me watching Bionic 6 episodes and taking notes, and you will be sent the link.
He actually has been watching.
I have the one.
I,
You saw the Notebook. Don't lie. I don't mean the movie. I mean my Notebook.
I'm talking.
Didn't you two watch The Notebook together?
and then held each other crying for like an hour.
It was amazing.
My
hate that
favorite
movie.
Christmas
God, I hate that
special.
movie.
My favorite Christmas special is the Garfield Christmas special, which, by the way, all the Garfield Christmas Christmas specials are available right now on Amazon Prime. Thank you, Amazon Prime, for sponsoring our live stream today.
Aaron, Jason says, Aaron combing hair with switchblade comb. Where's my $2?
That's actually perfect.
I need a switchblade comb again in my life.
Actually, you
I
do
wish I'd
need
known
one of
that. I
those.
would have gotten it for you for Christmas. It would have been the perfect Christmas present.
Calm down. I'm
But-
just combing my hair.
I would have.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Wicked
Santa
person.
Claus the movie from the 80s.
Oh yeah, made by the Salkinds, the guys who
Yes.
made the Superman films.
Yes.
Dudley Moore.
Yes.
Oh,
and John
right,
Lithgow.
Right.
Great Christmas movie, and that you can't find anymore.
Nope, you can't. I think they came out with it by Shout Factory several years back, but it's out of print. And now it's worth a fortune because every Blu-ray that goes out of print, no matter how bad the movie is, worth a fortune.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the movie's degrading, and
Is it?
well, that's what you told me, that the movie was like they didn't take care of the movie, so getting a
Well, a
good...
lot of the Salkind films, because they were independent producers, their movies aren't given, aside from Superman the movie, they're not given priority.
so they're like rotting away
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a vault somewhere.
Although some movies that were made by big studios with major stars like John Wayne are also rotting away in
Yeah,
vaults. Like they're like, who wants to watch The Alamo? And it's like,
Michael,
yo,
you want to watch that movie?
I do.
That was why I said your name.
Yeah.
So
I never
summoned
forget The
you,
Alamo.
and then I didn't know what to do. It's
So
like it's too much power.
Your favorite Christmas movie
My favorite Christmas movie
or special?
I'm a big fan of The Grinch. Like it just kind of.
Oh yeah, that one
It's
is a
right
good
every
one too.
time.
like the live action one with Jim
sad,
Carrey.
though.
No.
Or the animated
Sacrilege.
The animated one.
I love the live
George
action.
Aiken says, I got that.
Really?
Love that one.
No,
It's
I
okay.
refuse to
Look,
watch it.
It's
Hilarious.
fine.
It's
It's
creepy.
fine. It's just not.
It's hilarious.
It's not even. It doesn't belong in the same category as the animated.
Now, Map Film Production says his favorite Christmas movie is Rocky IV. And then George Aiken says he got that Santa Claus movie free in a magazine.
I like Rocky IV. Matt
Wow.
Film Production says my favorite is Rocky IV. I mean,
Is that a Christmas
I
movie?
do enjoy. It is a Christmas movie. Remember the robot that Polly gets as a
That
Christmas
was Happy
present?
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Polly.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Maybe his
But
I think
birthday
it's
is
Merry
on
at.
Christmas.
I think it's around Christmas though. I'm pretty sure it is.
Rocky IV?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'm
Okay.
wrong.
I thought we were going to the North Pole, you know, but
It
then I
doesn't-
find out I'm
love
like here to fight a Russian.
It doesn't
So, like,
ultimately
you know-
matter. I remember at Christmas time they always used to sometime
No, I
between
don't doubt
Thanksgiving
it.
and Christmas they always showed all the Rocky movies.
Thanksgiving
so
is
maybe
when I'm
I'm just
used to Rocky.
associating all of that with the holidays in general. I
Michael,
think
what
of,
did the Russian who fought Rocky say? What was his thing?
the fight is
I
on
must-
Christmas Day in
I
Rocky
must
IV.
break
Is that what
you.
it? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, but
I knew there was something Christmas about it.
it'd be funny if it was it'd be
And
funny
it's
if
like
Rocky thought it was a Christmas holiday, not knowing he was going to a fight. Oh,
What is
Aaron,
this?
you got the perfect one. Aaron got a gotcha. Failed it. Whatever. Nailed it. How many do you have?
Two. I gave one to the audience. I never.
Mine
was
are too
counting that
difficult.
towards myself.
Well, draw some new ones. You want some new ones?
no, I
It's
don't.
Christmas,
That's
you
not. That's not how you play a game.
Yeah, it's gonna be
We're-
really hard for me to
We're
get
actually
these
just
last
sort of like
two.
taking it for a test drive for this one.
Gory Gusto, Batman Returns gets Christmas respect from me. It is one of the greatest unsung Christmas movies ever because it's about a man who beats up and kills clowns. That right there.
Well, then Die Hard.
There are no clowns in Die Hard.
No, there's terrorists.
I do like Die Hard a
I
lot.
love Die Hard.
Let me put it this way.
I wanted to put that movie on this morning, but it didn't. Seem
If you held a
Oh, the weather.
if you held a gun to my head, Merry
Ew.
Christmas everyone.
Ho,
And
ho,
you told
ho.
me that I had to choose between being a terrorist or a clown. Do you know that I actually would pause?
Hey, maybe don't say the thing that you would be, because it's easily clippable.
I'm just saying, clowns are just the worst.
They are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They are pretty creepy.
Somebody, where'd it go? Oh, Lemon. Nope. Lamonthardeman. I don't know how to say your name. I'm
It's
sorry.
fun to hear you try.
Lemonthardeman. The Ref. There's a Christmas movie. I just watched that the
Oh,
other
that
night.
is
I do love The
good. I
Ref,
do
and
love
even
that
though
one.
Kevin Spacey is in it, it's still watchable. Although it's a little cringy now.
It's
but
heavy 90s.
it is heavy 90s.
Heavy 90s.
And that
but still
lady
good.
that's in it looks like a very badly 90s makeup Annette
Yes.
Bening, but it's not. It's this other lady that I don't think is in anything else. Maybe
She's in a few kind of off movies.
Her makeup and hair is like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But
my
man,
God.
Dennis
What
Leary
did
is
I miss?
hilarious.
Jason Anderson says, clown terrorism is very rare, but not unheard of.
Statistically speaking. Glenn, I'm glad you brought up Wallace and Gromit, Wrong
Yes,
Trousers.
that's great.
That is a Christmas tradition in England, is it not?
yes.
To watch the Aardman specials.
Yep.
I've only seen the 3 Wallace and Gromit ones, and I think there was a more recent one that came out.
I haven't seen that one either, but I want to see
the
it.
baking bread or
Yeah.
something like that. But I mean, that's a studio that's produced tons of stuff. It's like
Yep.
it's like the one in trying to think Miyazaki who made like Spirited Away.
Uh-huh.
It's a similar club
Yes.
of production company.
Yeah.
Those are great specials. If you haven't seen them, check them out.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Throw the ball back to Michael. Let's talk about Clown Terror.
Christmas movies. My favorite Christmas movie. You said Santa Claus the movie. You said Grinch.
Well, you can like the same things we like.
Well, I mean, I said special because I was doing specials. So Garfield is to me the best special. Although I know Charlie Brown has the best music,
Yes.
which I love
But
and
it has-
listen to every year.
And the fun thing about Charlie Brown is the pacing is so different.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have
no,
to
I
have
love. I
patience
watch
with
it
that.
every year. We will we're not doing our Christmas until tomorrow because we were doing this all day, and it was going to be a really stressful morning because we didn't know if we
might
were going to
not
be able to
work.
get the stream working, and so I was
We
like,
have a lot of technical
I
stuff to
always
work
wake
through.
up in the morning on Christmas Day and put on the Charlie Brown Christmas movie or special, and make like a lovely breakfast feast with cinnamon toast.
Yes,
and
but does it taste
I don't know, Michael. Does it taste good?
Ooh, wow. Michael,
Yes,
sorry
it
for that.
tastes excellent. And yes,
And then
JS.
we open presents, and the cats get to open their presents, and then it's exciting. And so I wanted to have time to do that.
And yes, JSP, I did watch the Die Hard Christmas video. Thank you for sending that. It was very entertaining. Let's see. Christmas Day TV in Britain. Carry On Films, War Films, Murder, She Wrote, and El Cid. That's an interesting
I
mix.
would not have expected Murder, She Wrote on that list.
I wouldn't either.
But you expected El Cid?
I don't know what that
Fair.
is.
It's about El Cid. It's about the
LC.
I don't know
the,
what that
the
is.
Spanish medieval warrior. It stars Charlton Heston, I think.
Yeah.
See, every time I hear "carry on,"
It's like-
I hear "carrion."
Oh, you mean like Dead Things?
Like Dead Things.
Well,
Like
that's you.
it's the name of
Always
a death
bringing it
metal
back
band.
to
No.
I'm like, you guys listen to death metal on Christmas? That's awesome. That sounds Swedish more than UK though.
Scabcat says, I feel like watching Batman Returns now, as you should.
Oh man, that sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Nope.
He hates it.
I just don't like that one. I'm sorry.
I'm with
You're
you, Tim.
wrong.
You know
Going
what?
down
As
and
somebody
not
who
enjoy it.
loves blondes, and Michelle Pfeiffer is
I
in
love
that movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Don't get me wrong. I think she's great, but I was just not a good
Not
movie.
the whole reason to watch a movie.
Jason says, carry on, my wayward son. It'll still be dead when you're done.
Carry on my wayward son.
But yes, I'm not a fan of Batman.
Just stop right there.
Returns or-
Batman
I'm not a fan
Returns.
of Batman. Just leave it there.
Oh, whatever. I love Batman.
Yeah, say no, but just to make everyone like,
Oh my God, you don't like Batman?
the whole internet comes rushing to the live stream. Somebody said they don't like Batman.
You know, I feel like I could just relate to Batman.
It's time for Holiday Hogpile, everybody.
Holiday
Darn, all that sweet, sweet RetroBlasting money down the drain.
You know what? I'm having T-shirts made for next year that say Holiday Hogpile,
We all wear a holiday.
and then we'll
I'll
all
wear
wear
it.
it.
But this was my Christmas shirt every
Throw it
year.
up on Redbubble so everybody
We'll,
else can
we'll
wear
wear
too.
it, and you wear your whatever you want to wear.
He's the one who came up with it.
But I also came up
I
with this
got a
shirt.
cool Santa hat.
I made myself a Christmas shirt just for this live stream going forward. Christmas in perpetuity.
Kieran says, I've gone right off Tim now. Glenn says, oh no, British tradition, kill off TV shows in a bloodbath. Blake 7, when someone says you betrayed us, say no, not dash toward a paranoid... Huh? With a blaster, it won't end well. Avon?
We are getting requests to open the donation boxes now. Keith, remember, I have some of the donation boxes here. There are still donation boxes from this week that we were never able to go get at the P.O. box. But I do have...
Yeah, because we were in quarantine.
Yes, we were in quarantine. So I guess we can open some donation boxes.
Sure.
Okay.
Holiday Hog Pile. Let's write a song
Yeah,
called
we
the
can make a
Holiday
little
Hog.
jingle.
Yeah.
Holiday hog pile.
And then we can put like annoying ads on like all of our things
We could just have
for
like
the
a whole,
month leading up to like the next live
We
stream.
could just have a big old box of like rubber piggies, and every time just like chuck them.
Oh my god, I used to have this game that was like a road game that you could play in the car, and it was called Pass the Pigs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
I don't
basically
see how that could ever distract a driver.
no, it's for kids to play in the back seat.
Like every sixth one is a real pig.
No, they're like they were little bitty plastic pigs, and you'd throw them like Yahtzee, and then they would land either on their back or their side or up and down, and you would have two of them.
Where would they land? When
You
were
had like a
throwing
little
them back?
plastic board. They were only
So it
this
like
big.
went between you and the.
Well, you held it in your hand.
Oh, you held the board in your hand.
Yeah, it was really little.
Oh, and you just sort of.
It was
dropped
like
the
this
pigs.
big, and then you'd like throw the pigs, and then they would land.
And somehow you
and
could tell
however,
the future.
if they landed on their nose, like this one's on its nose and this one's on its butt, so that gives you 7 points, and so you pass it back and forth. And it wasn't as much fun for me because like I didn't have any like siblings or friends or anything.
So you'd pass it, but then it would just fall
It would
into
just
the
be
empty
me.
seat,
That's right.
and you'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah.
What was on the radio while you were playing this? What did your parents choose to listen to?
Well, so on Christmas Eve, my mom would always put on like the Christmas radio station. Remember radio stations, you guys, back from the 80s?
I do. They still exist.
Oh. But so yeah, they would have Christmas music on. But
And it was
otherwise,
Little Drummer Boy on repeat for like.
if my dad was
3
in
days.
control of the radio, then we were listening to like 50s doo-wop. Not doo-wop. It's that, you know, my going to the chapel and we're go that kind of crap.
Oh boy.
And
I remember that channel.
or it was like folk music. So it'd be like the Mamas and the Papas, Peter, Paul and Mary, Kingston Trio kind of stuff, which I prefer to any of the 50s,
kind of doo-wop.
whatever
Poodle
that
skirt kind of stuff.
that kind of music. I don't know what that genre is called, but not my favorite. So, yeah, my mom would just listen to like top 40 80s, Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, you know.
I think that's how I found my favorite childhood song, which was "On the Road Again" by Willie Nelson. For whatever
Oh,
reason,
yeah.
I got obsessed with that song as a kid. I always got happy when that song came on the radio. It got
I
to the
can see
point where
that.
we would sing that, like when it was time for us to leave. Me and my parents would sing that as we walked out to the car, you know, and then the director would yell "cut," you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
that perfect moment.
My dad also loved Jimmy Buffett, and so it was like, No, I know all the deep cuts of Jimmy Buffett, which is really
Jimmy
weird.
Buffett
So
deep
changes
cuts?
in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. All of our running and all of our gunning, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane.
Truer words never
Thank you.
spoken.
Always sung, never spoken.
All right, so we've got John Boldry. Thank you, John.
I like the pouch.
Yeah.
It's a pouch in a pouch.
What is that?
I don't know.
For all the beers you ever drank before.
My sister is very crafty with fridge magnets, so I had an idea and sent her some images. Hope you don't mind. If you like, read note 2.
All right.
Fridge magnet.
Oh, look.
Yay! That is super cool.
Oh, that's actually really cute. So it's a bottle cap. I don't know if you can zoom in this far, Tim.
You get one too.
But it's got Dreamland on the inside of it.
Look, I can put it on the other side of my microphone.
And there's...
I got Dreamland on my microphone.
And the magnet's totally screwing up the audio.
No.
And
Does it?
No, I'm kidding. And there's analog
Toy
toys, Toy Polloi,
Microphone's made out of
RetroBlasting, and
Wonder Bread He-Man.
Wonder Bread He-Man.
Wow, those are really cool.
Thank you so
are
much,
cool.
John.
And so are you going to give out the name of the person? Because I think he has...
Yeah, it says, it's a private individual, so I don't know if he wants us to just...
It
he
says
said
if
read.
you like, read note number 2.
Find my sister on Facebook, Dawn Kibler. So that you send your pictures and she
She can...
creates
create
magnets.
these.
Absolutely.
I don't know how she does
I can
it,
tell
but it
you
looks
at a
cool.
glance from these are really well done. They're
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
very-
glossy and there's like they're
really-
very seamless.
They're really
like,
neat.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Your hand one to me, and I'll
That's
Okay.
cool.
try to.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Bread He-Man or the RetroBlasting would be good choices.
Oh, yeah, here's a Wonder Bread He-Man one if you want.
Showing in focus.
Oh.
We're not looking at the picture.
Hold on, I haven't
I have to
seen...
scroll
Can you
up.
see on the computer?
No, it's too dark.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It looks like you're high-fiving a Reese's cup.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think it's
you can
gonna
kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, you got to
Not
back
really.
up. Yeah.
Hey, look, it's you.
Hey.
You're on TV.
Oh, well.
I'll take some
We'll
pictures
take a
of.
picture.
We'll take pictures and post it on the Patreons. Or
Alright.
on the regular Facebook page.
I almost started singing a filter song
Why?
because he has a song about taking a picture.
All
You know,
right,
just look
so
at this photograph.
That one's been
Every
done.
time I do it makes me laugh.
uh-oh, this is a George Aitken box.
Yes! I've been waiting on this box, George. You have no idea how much. 'Cause
But now
it's
you
from
have some idea.
Scotland. I can't do the accent, and I'm not gonna try because I will offend George. And he had my back earlier, so
I don't.
You
think,
do the accent,
I
Michael.
don't
Not
think
like
you'll ever
Scottish
anger-
people.
While you open the box.
No, but you have a pretty decent, decent for an American. Here, I'll hold the other side.
Maybe the best place to practice is not in front of some Scottish people who would be angry at you for getting it.
I don't think he would be angry.
I
Michael's,
don't.
Get angry at anybody.
Michael.
Have you
Michael's
seen
accent-
Braveheart?
It's very inaccurate.
That
apparently.
dude's not Scottish.
I know that, but I'm saying it's about a historical incident where Scottish people got legitimately and justifiably angry.
Well, yes.
Tiptoe
That's true.
through the
They
closet.
created sports that's just throwing trees as far as they can.
I
All right.
approve. I approve
He does
wholeheartedly.
do a good Scottish accent sometimes, and he has shown me the difference between Scottish and Irish, like being able to distinguish which, in some cases, is very obvious, but in other cases is not so much.
Okay, what do we have here?
What do we have here?
Hello, what have we here?
You read my mind, my friend.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a box of things.
No way.
Hulk Smash says, my English doesn't translate well, but I say to you, Merry Christmas in Japan.
Oh, awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
What's that? It looks spectacular.
This. Oh my gosh. Tim, you're going to love this. This is the Action Force cardboard headquarters.
Whoa.
This is what I was talking about in chat the other day.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is this what you were talking about?
Yes.
Oh.
He just sent us an Action Force headquarters.
Where are we gonna put that?
We'll find a way. We'll find
Somewhere on this.
It looks like it's almost, it might need to be this center
I'm
shelf.
thinking the Imperial shuttle may decide to fly away.
I feel like Silverhawks can move somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Silverhawk,
yes.
Sure.
Silverhawks as opposed to Imperial Shuttle, which is one of my favorite.
What about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? You don't even like that movie.
Yeah, but you do.
Yeah, but my
You're
feelings
actually fighting for Silverhawks.
Especially.
I'm saying scooch over
I mean, they
Boulder
do just-
Hill.
they just-
scooch over Boulder Hill over here. You can put Silverhawks on one of these shelves.
The Prince of Thieves set,
Silverhawks
everything
can
it
go
does,
away.
it does for you.
Look at this, people. They're just like bullying me.
Silverhawks can go away.
Dude, they're saying that like they don't like the display of my
Look at what
toys.
you just got.
I know.
Whoa, everybody, whoa.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
A little snapshot into a childhood.
Whoa!
Okay,
Jeez.
get out of the way.
All right, here, take your shortbread. Take it.
Oh, yeah!
She turns
That's
into
what
like
I'm talking about.
Frankenstein's
Right
monster.
there.
Oh, shortbread. Give it.
Thank you, Jort.
Coconut covered snow.
Yes! I love
Show
candy.
everybody
No,
at home.
It's mine. It says, try a snowball with ice cream. We have cinnamon ice cream upstairs.
Oh my gosh, he wasn't even kidding. Apparently, they just give away movies in the mail over there. Or
What?
What?
She's just gonna keep taking it.
This is what it's like on Christmas morn.
These are all war movies that he sent that he thinks maybe I'll enjoy. Old World War II films.
Hey, it's stuff to check out.
Here.
So like it.
What's that?
All right. Well, you just.
You've got two things.
All right. So
Read the back of one.
he
of the
sent
boxes.
you some tea cakes, milk chocolate
know.
tea cakes. So tea cakes.
That's awesome.
And
It's a delicious biscuit base topped with a marshmallow and covered with real milk chocolate.
okay. And he sent you some Cadbury share.
I was just saying I wanted some of these.
And there they are. Thank you, George. It's very kind of you. I'm going to see if I can get to the rest of this box without getting
Did you get all
brutalized.
the other things that?
I'm so excited to eat these because I didn't get to when we were in the UK area.
Why are you blaming me for that?
Because we were in the only place we stopped that had this kind of stuff. It was like a little convenience store, like England style. And I was like walking through, I'm not even kidding. I had like my arms were full of candy bars. And people were looking at me. I was like, these are candy bars I can't get anywhere else. Like, who knows when we're going to go somewhere else I can find one. And Michael's like, do you think you have enough? And I'm like, no, I don't. And I ate them all before we even left the country.
Okay. Well, now you have
Now
more.
I have more. Thank you, George.
Thank you so much for these movies, man. I don't think I have any of these. And so I cannot wait to watch these. I cannot wait. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay, I know what my next few days are going to be like, aside from editing that video.
Yeah, you
This-
can't watch anything until you finish the video.
I know.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right, we have ourselves a...
George says you actually opened that box upside down. Does that matter?
Sorry. Okay, we have a tiny little Cyberman with the clips for the headquarters, and oh no!
You actually opened that bag upside down.
I hate all of you. Hate you all. So I got some action men in here to go with the headquarters. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Tim. SAS paratrooper with parachute.
You gotta
Cool.
hang that.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been falling for days. I can never reach the ground.
For 30 minutes.
Don't
That
really throw
looks-
him off your roof.
That looks
It's in
amazing.
amazing shape. Like
Yeah.
that material has held up amazing.
A lot better than the G.I. Joe parachute pack, which is
Yeah.
made out of just like grocery sack material.
is
Bjorn
like made
says,
out of real
is there
plastic.
going to be an after show today?
We're kind of roping the after show
Or do we need to do it after
We don't.
the
We
show?
just
'Cause-
keep. We'll just keep going with this for a little while longer today since it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas, so we want to share the goodwill with everyone. This is not a monetized stream anyways, so...
Oh no.
Looks like we got
What's
a
no?
propeller.
Did it break?
Yeah, but that's not his fault. That's just
Gravity?
Hold on though.
No, it's right there.
Yeah, part of it's there, part of it's here. I'll find a way to fix it.
It's a project, you guys.
And there's a wheel.
It is a Spitfire.
It's a Spitfire. It's the propellers need to be put back on, and it's beautiful though. Otherwise,
I want the headquarters put together.
oh well, we will definitely do that.
Well, we could probably do that, like, after we finish opening all the things.
69.
What?
We can
Excuse me?
what?
He's doing good.
I'm kidding.
It's going well. Everything is good.
I mean...
Yeah, so I got to find a way to reattach these, but
you can probably... Yeah, I think you can fix that.
Collect those together in a bucket.
yeah.
Yeah, let's put them...
Okay,
can
we'll
we
put them in
Put
here.
all that together. Just set it over there.
Okay.
Carefully.
Yeah, I'm doing it as carefully possible. All right, I'm gonna set this.
Monkey Boy says everyone smash that like button.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Monkey Boy.
Bet you never
Yeah,
thought
so
you'd say
Glenn
that.
Daly, we did watch James May's Toy Stories, and he did do the air fix where he built a 1-to-1 scale kit. Do you remember that, babe?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, George, thank you so much for the amazing box.
That's quite a find.
That's,
I mean, that's-
dude.
And Tim
Thank
is not
you.
I'm
kidding. He
super
was just
excited.
discussing that playset the other day.
Think about how much candy I had.
No,
Candy and cookies for days and days.
you're gonna get diabetes.
Mark C. My favorite John Wayne Western is The Searchers.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, so let's see here.
It's a tube with lava tubes.
Movie Poster Center. Uh-oh.
What could it be now?
Knight of Ren, regarding Bobby Vala's Action Force Kickstarter campaign. I have some pending news on that,
What?
but I will share that at a slightly later date, but it's in the very near future.
Michael?
Yes.
Knight of Ren says, Michael, did you back...
Yeah, he just answered that.
Never mind. Then why are you pointing it to me?
Because you said what, and I pointed at the thing he was responding to. It went great.
It did.
Mm-hmm. Very pro.
Ben says we're going to need a bigger display room, and he's right.
Gonna need a bigger display room. He just put it right back in, guys. I don't know what that means. What is it?
Keith! What are you laughing about?
Nothing?
Nothing.
It's a little blue comedy
Yeah, just
that
go with
I
it.
can't share with the rest of the group.
So Keith
Something you wanna
decided.
share with the class,
No.
Melinda?
Yes, I'm going to share with the class, but I'm not going to open this poster on the stream because it'll get all wrinkled and everything. But I know
Uh-huh.
I saw enough of it.
What is it?
it is the Nicole Kidman poster from Batman Forever.
Nice.
It is Dr. Chase Meriden. See,
Oh, the one that you were
and
like,
it is
oh,
a-
she's
it is
so
a-
hot.
It is a double.
She was
You had a
in that
Chevy
movie.
Chase moment.
Thinking about a swimming pool.
Look, next time she starts talking about Stallone, I'm gonna give her so much crap. She doesn't
All
even
I
know.
said was Nicole Kidman's never looked better in her career than on that poster. That's all I said.
I like Nicole Kidman.
I don't have a problem with Nicole Kidman. What?
I think she's very lovely, and I completely agree that she's extremely attractive.
No, it's just men that Melinda hate in general.
No, I don't.
I'm kidding.
I hate everyone. Men and women.
All right.
And-
So yeah. So I'm.
Everything else out there, too.
Just hate.
Just full of
Just
hate.
hate in general.
Just hate.
All right, Keith. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna make sure that this gets into a frame and gets put up somewhere down here in the studio in the near future. We've actually had a problem since 2020 started finding poster frames. What are you laughing about?
I think we have all had a problem since 2020
I know,
started.
but my
That's what I
point is.
started laughing about. I can't help it.
Dreamland.
I didn't even speak. You're the one that interrupted yourself. Dreamland.
All right. So
Chris says, I hate everyone, Melinda 2020. But that, never, I almost used profanity. I almost thought it was the after show, you guys. Monkey Boy says, Melinda hates everything except Stallone and cats. That's kind of true,
accurate.
Incinerator's asking where we got the Fortress Maximus.
I found that for Tim for his birthday several years ago. It was the Takara Encore Edition, meaning same toy, same mold, same tooling, just re-release of that toy. With the weapons from Japan that didn't...
Swords, he came with the gun here, but not the sword.
Right, so now he has the swords and the gun in this edition. Yep.
You could go back and forth.
You know what I used to love to do on Christmas is like when I would wrap my presents, I would like add like, you know, paper towel tubes and all kinds of stuff and wrap those too and turn the box into the body part of an animal. And so this could become a giant elephant and I'd make the ears out of the wrapping paper. And so like all these little animals would be under the tree. So each present was a different animal.
Dude, that's exhausting.
Says,
You're exhausting me with that story.
That would be so much fun for a kid. Think about it.
I agree.
Night of Ren, the books under the Snowspeeder are vintage Christmas catalogs from the 80s. Hello, RetroBlasting. Thanks for the amazing content over the years. Been scaling down my collection. Wanted to donate to the RetroBlasting studio. Here are some things from my childhood I think you will enjoy. I've also included some of my childhood figures and vehicles that are broken or need repair. Maybe you can make videos on restoring them. Keep them for your collection. Enjoy the retro goodness inside. Jason Retro. Wow.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we have here is a card with Marty and Doc on it. Marty! And it says, you're about to see some serious Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody at RetroBlasting.
And this baby hits 88 miles per hour.
All right, we have... Oh, wow, cool. Vintage Marvel Comics. Captain America, Sectars,
Ooh, I like the Sectar.
Doctor Who,
Doctor Who is a comic
and
book?
Voltron.
Voltron? I don't remember the Voltron
Is that
comic.
vintage?
Yeah, these are vintage.
They
Wow.
had a comic book Voltron?
Yeah,
Did I know that?
it didn't last long. It was one of those licensed comics.
Oh.
The Sectar one you got to put behind the Sectars.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
George, you're right. I don't hate British chocolate.
Unopened Dick Tracy puzzle.
That is cool.
Nice. I love a good puzzle.
You don't like Dick Tracy, don't lie.
I do like Dick Tracy. I just don't like the movie.
Christmas, you shouldn't lie on Christmas.
I like the comics. I just don't like the movie interpretation of them because they are not. It's not as cool as the comics.
All right, fair enough.
Be careful. Be careful.
I am being careful.
Tread lightly.
For you tread on my dreams.
Jason says, "Wait, there's such a thing as an opened Dick Tracy puzzle."
Well played, Jason. Well played. Oh boy.
All right.
What else you
Oh, a
got
world
in
made
there?
of cardboard. Yeah, you know what? You would have appreciated my cool wrapping paper animals.
Absolutely, yeah.
DeLorean Hot Wheel.
Nice.
Can never have too many of those. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, look at this. Original Topps Dick Tracy trading cards, all in their sleeves.
Oh, nice.
I remember those.
Nice. And what is this? Oh no! Oh no! No! Don't rip! No! Don't rip! Okay.
I think it was just pulling off the tape backing.
Wow! Look at this! Pyramids of Mars vintage Doctor Who magazine poster.
Oh, that's cool.
What are you looking at me
A
for?
bug on you?
Where?
Right there.
Is this some sort of thing for? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
I knew it!
That one was extremely obvious.
He's so
I was
up
like,
for it.
Aaron, don't talk.
He's-
She's almost got him.
I just.
You suck.
It's just mean.
Unopened Dick Tracy wax pack of trading cards.
Oh, is the gum still in there?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
shut up.
Nope.
We're not doing that again.
There's no gum in this one.
Damn.
It says 8 glossy movie cards and 1 sticker. So this was no gum, it was sticker.
Not eating the sticker
George says,
either.
try the gum.
Oh, what is Star
Almost looks like-
Wars?
For a second, I thought it was a record, but it's too narrow. Is that openable and then resealable? Like you're
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is
Star Wars. Like it's just literally what it says. Wow.
Oh, this is like some kind of press kit thing.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow, this is like a press kit folder.
Is it for the re-release or is
No,
it
it's for the original.
Ooh.
That's an original press kit sort of card. It's
Yeah,
like
it's got like a list of
I
all
have
the
a few
crew.
of those
and-
Uh-huh.
more modern things.
yeah,
So that's very cool.
that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Definitely keep that in the.
Yeah, what they're allowed to say.
Yeah.
What they're not allowed to say. Things like
It's
that.
really just credits related.
Michael,
Oh.
Michael, what's the hardest impression you've ever tried to do?
Being nice.
I tried. I tried to do
Tim
an.
said
I
being
tried
nice.
to do
Holiday hog pile.
a version of myself that Melinda actually likes. Like, I'm kidding. I see. I got you back though. Got you back.
Yeah, but can you do an impression of me?
Ooh, I'm not walking into that. And you've probably got that in your stack of cards somewhere. I've been like, get someone to do an impression of you.
No, but could you do an impression of me?
Just keep going. Just keep going, Michael.
I'm not walking
She
into this
really
trap.
wants to win.
It's a
this
trap!
game, like really bad. It's a trap.
Tim, you gotta check this out. Black hole jigsaw puzzle.
What's the price tag on the front? Where's it showing from?
$1.47.
Nice. From
Look
where,
at-
though? Does it say what store?
Kmart.
Excellent.
The only Walt Disney movie where everyone goes to hell at the end.
I really like that. That's the still image they decided to make a puzzle out of.
I know.
Just look at it, Max.
Yes, Sarah, I do like Nancy Drew, the books. I am not familiar with the games, and I haven't watched the TV show. I tried to watch the first episode, and it wasn't my jam.
Which show?
There's a new Nancy Drew show where
Oh, yeah.
you watched part of it with me, and it was like the very first episode, Nancy Drew is just like banging some guy, and I'm like, that's not really that's
That's uncalled for in that property.
that's not really what I'm here for. But I mean, if you guys want to watch it, that's
Again, they're trying to do this thing where they age these things from our childhood and try to bring them to.
yeah, I don't want to see
Either
that.
that or they're just trying to make everything Game of Thrones.
They're Joe's. And there's some vehicles in the
Why is that
bottom.
like that?
Do a refresh on it.
So we've got some Joe's here.
The old Nancy Drew show was okay. I just really like the books the best. I love the concept. That's why I love Veronica Mars so much.
Ooh, look at what you got.
Who's
It.
that?
Getting ahead of
It's the
yourself,
one
Tim.
thing you're missing.
What's that?
Tim's getting ahead of Michael.
Oh, I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
He's not
The
sorry
one
though.
thing you were missing.
Yeah, but did you know Tony already sent me one? It's over there on the flag.
Yeah, Saturday Morning Fan, the new Nancy Drew does have supernatural components, which is another problem I have with the entire thing, because Nancy Drew is not about supernatural crap. It's just about solving mysteries, which is way more interesting in
I
my
don't remember
opinion.
that.
This is awesome looking though. It's like a mini howitzer.
Mhm.
And it's not even broken. Like
You
there's
almost did a Mark Wahlberg there.
I mean, dude, look at it. It's not even broken.
It's like a mini
I
howitzer.
don't remember that.
It's sick, bro.
I'll zoom in on
We
that
have been missing that this whole stream.
Have I?
No,
The Mark-
yes, they had. People
The
were
Mark
asking
Wahlberg.
for it.
The Wahlberg.
I mean, like right in here, you've got these figures, and I was really hoping to see like a beachhead with an unbroken crotch, but
Yeah, but they're all in
crotch is
pieces.
broken.
Lisa says Festivus presents. We
Broken
just
crotch.
watched the Festivus episode of Seinfeld the other day, and Michael, would you like to tell us how we've disappointed you this year?
Oh, I will be getting to the airing of grievances, and then the feat of
The
strength.
poll is coming out, you guys. The poll.
Did he call it a feat of strength or a test of strength? Test of strength.
Test of strength.
Test
I
of
think.
strength. Yeah. Ah, the recon sled.
Yes, that one was fun.
We don't need Wahlburgers because I made homemade pizza for lunch, and we're all pretty full from that.
It was
Wahlburgers was
good.
Here's one I don't have. The big Cobra jetpack thing.
Feats of strength.
You got some strong feet.
And then this one is the the Minesweeper. I don't have that either, and okay, there's a little broken part here, but I bet you that can be replaced. Wow.
That's what he was hoping. That's what he was thinking. He's got a couple of things for you to tinker with.
And do you know what this is called?
A boat.
Devilfish.
With deep lucifered potatoes and satanic string beans.
Devilfish. Thank you so much. There's some pieces on it that are popped off. Thank you so much, though. I will take care of your childhood toys. They will be safe here. Thank you.
Was there ever a toy that you guys got on Christmas that you had been really looking forward to, and then when you got it, it was crap? Like it was a total letdown?
Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain, because there's nothing here. There's nothing on the inside of it.
Well,
and then the
scale is all off.
I think for me it was Flying Fighters from Hasbro because
what's that?
They were just plastic model airplanes of jets with the flying handle on the back with the sounds, you know.
Oh, I remember those.
And they looked more fun than they ended up being. It was like, oh, it's not. If it had been in scale with G.I. Joes that you could put in there, that would have been cool. But they were smaller. I've got them over there. It's the only Christmas present that I have footage of myself on videotape playing with on Christmas morning.
How does that look? Do you look dead inside while you're playing?
Well, it was Christmas morning, so we were like trying to maximize, everything about it. But
and
then
they really were fun when you initially got your hands on one and you got to do all the little.
Because it did have the pitch changes, like it would go.
And then it's like you figure all that out, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, that was good. And so those are like in mint condition because we've never.
Of course.
Yeah.
For me, it was the Rubik's Cube. It seemed like it would be super cool, and then you get it and you're like, I can't do this, and then you just set it down.
Have you seen the newer like Speed Cube kind of Rubik's Cubes? Like there's been a revolution in the engineering.
I worked with this like evil biatch that I hate, and she always had like 400 different kinds of like.
I think you said that weird.
Yeah, I was trying to be not.
She was trying to be Christmassy.
I was trying to be Christmassy.
By calling someone that name.
Yeah.
Very
well,
nice.
it was the nicest thing I can call her.
Doing great.
She's the worst. And but anyway, yeah. So she had Rubik's cubes all in her office, and all the really, really hard ones because she learned how the trick of doing a Rubik's cube.
That's what I'm starting to realize.
It's a trick. It's like once you figure out, it's like a system.
It's not. Yeah. It's almost like its own kind of chess.
It is.
Where you sort of learn
I just
all
don't
these strategies
care enough.
from any point. So I can totally see why people get into that. But I'm wondering, do you really hate Rubik's Cubes, or did you just not like her?
I hate her.
Okay.
And I wish a pox upon her house.
A pox, you say?
Yeah, and so I don't ever want to look at a Rubik's Cube ever again now.
But
otherwise,
not the cube.
yes.
It's not the cube.
It is
though.
now.
It's association.
It is now.
With the pox.
But I mean, the idea of learning the trick would be kind of fun. I think I would be good at it, but now I will
What if
never
it was
do
a Rubik's triangle? Like, what if we went with a different geometry?
She had all of them.
She did.
Yeah.
So there's just no way in for you.
Nope.
So our friend Kenny says that he wanted to give us each a stocking for Christmas. And he says that when normalcy returns, maybe one day we can meet up at Universal Studios or Epcot for a RetroBlasting event. So awesome to meet you all and have some fun. 2020 has been a total dumpster fire. And God willing, 2021 will be better. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Much affection, your friend Kenny Long.
You know, Kenny.
Here.
Kenny and all the other people who have sent in things today. I just have to give you guys like a big kudos because just the time and effort it takes to put all of this together, put it in a box, pack it all up, address it, take it to the place and send it out. Like, that's a lot, especially in 2020. So, I mean, thank you so
Some
much.
of the fruit in here has gone bad. But that's okay.
Maybe not lead with that.
Well, no, I didn't mean it like it wasn't a criticism. It was
Maybe we lead with gratitude for the items.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant in the sense of, the post has been so delayed and everything like that. So
Christmas hog pile.
So let's see. So we probably need to take these upstairs and get them dealt with.
Okay.
There's
Are you telling me to do that?
No. But we do need to do it.
I think he's strategizing, handling various components.
Right. I just feel bad because,
Well, it's only this one.
No. There's others in here. There's 4 stockings.
I understand that. I'm just saying this one's it's fine.
Okay, we'll put them back in here, and I'll take this upstairs, and then that way we'll be able to deal with it in the kitchen.
Am I supposed to like? You don't want me to just?
We will. Here's what we'll do. We will deal with it and take some photographs of everything that was in the stockings, and post that on the Facebook and.
You know, Michael, I think that's a good plan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I agree.
All right. So, is there anything else there?
Nope.
All right. Cool. Smells like apples.
Like Ray Liotta.
Does he smell like apples? Do you think? I've never really. I thought.
Hey, Michael.
It's a Mystery Science.
Will you
Theater
bring me a
reference.
Coke?
Okay.
Thank you.
Keith says
What about a tesseract?
I
Like
was
a Rubik's
hoping-
tesseract. Would you do that? I mean, it's a 4-dimensional space.
Nope.
So I doubt she had one. Yeah, worth it. Okay. All right.
Now the sound you made though,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Keith says that he was hoping to see Michael in North Carolina ToyCon this year, but yeah.
I don't think we've been doing any proximity to other people that aren't on the stream.
No. I have
Yeah.
saved so much mileage on my truck.
Yeah, me too. I don't even own a truck.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
No,
SUV.
Yeah, I guess. I guess we call that's Alabama.
Well, I mean,
If it's bigger than a car, it's
truck.
a truck.
so SUV is technically a truck.
I'm not picking on you. It's also not a pickup truck, which is
No.
what I mean when I say
Do you
truck.
think an SUV is a truck?
I've called them truck, but I don't necessarily think of them as a truck.
Oh,
It's
you're
also a crossover. It's more of like a Tim's getting mad now.
If the
No,
back
I'm
isn't
doing the
open,
thing. I'm
then
being
it's not a
Aaron.
truck. The question is an El Camino a truck?
Yes.
Maybe.
Depending on.
Well, I've never
Can
seen
you
anybody
put a lighter
haul
in it?
anything in an El Camino.
I have. And if you put a lighter
I
in it and
have.
fill it with water,
See,
it
I've
becomes a
seen
pole.
more of that, sadly, than
So
I have
literally
the
you're
other.
saying if you put stuff in it, it's a truck?
Yes.
Because I've hauled stuff in my car.
Yeah, I do too.
So my car is a truck too?
No.
I've hauled like 47 2x4s at a
Truck
time. in
is
my
a different
sedan.
kind of suspension, transmissions, all that kind of stuff. That's why SUVs...
Is an SUV a truck?
Like a suburban.
It's a truck with a lot of its functionality destroyed.
Thank you.
Like a suburban, yes,
truck.
I would
Thank
agree
you.
that
If
that
it's
is.
not open in the back,
Then it's
then it's not a truck.
Well, if it's open in the back, it's a pickup truck.
Ah.
That's the only kind of truck there is.
No.
In my brain.
Then what's an 18-wheeler?
Okay, well,
You got
that's...
burned.
I
on that one.
mean, you
did.
just... I mean...
It's not an
Roll on
SUV.
highway, roll on along.
It's not an
Roll
SUV.
on, daddy, till you get back home. Roll on, family. Roll on through.
Wow, you know that
Roll
song
on,
really well.
mama, like you asked me to do.
He is from Tennessee, y'all.
Roll on, 18-wheeler. Roll on. That's Alabama.
Tennessee.
Alabama.
Tennessee.
The name of the
Tennessee,
band.
Tennessee.
That's the band Alabama.
Tennessee, Tennessee.
That's the band Alabama.
Literally by Alabama.
I know, but I'm singing a song called Tennessee.
Which
I'm-
my father actually went to high school with all of those
We
guys.
sang a song earlier by Kansas, so we're just kind of covering all the state bands at this point.
So now we're gonna do one by Boston.
Boston!
Go, start.
I can't think of it now. Like it's in. I can see the cover of the album, and I can't think of it.
With like the ship and a glass
yes,
dome.
and it's
I used to listen to that.
You know what I
record.
accidentally came across last night that I had never, and I watched about 2 minutes of it, and quickly changed the channel.
60 minutes?
The new Cats movie.
Oh.
Oh.
Why is that a topic?
Well, no, I was just saying I came across it, and
because we're fighting. So let's just.
we were talking
Hey,
about
true
musicals.
story. I
and,
think it was actually rendered better than Cyberpunk.
I don't.
Ooh.
It was really weird.
Let's talk about Cyberpunk.
But I can honestly
I
say
like
I've
Slippy
never
Red,
actually
it's good.
seen the play Cats. I've never actually been to the production.
I haven't either. That's mostly on purpose.
So I don't know if it's good or bad or what. I
Saturday
don't
Morning
know.
Fan says that he's in Alabama right now. Where in Alabama? Don't tell us the street address.
Yeah, we don't need the latitude and longitude.
Just city name.
Florence,
Yeah, like because we know all the
Decatur. We
places.
talking
We do
about.
know all the
Master
places.
Son, yes. Arrested Development. Thanks somebody for getting my Tennessee song because Michael did not appreciate it.
Tennessee.
Really?
Thank you for getting
Yeah.
me the Coke.
You're
by the way.
welcome.
I wish I had gotten a soda pop.
You didn't ask for one.
Did he ask for one?
Yes.
I did.
Chicken Man, I'm glad you're enjoying.
Decatur.
I even guessed.
I'm related to most people in Decatur, actually.
Most people?
Yes,
Decatur.
because all of the Whitmans
it's
are
Alabama.
from Decatur. So.
Hey, Chicken Man, I see you out there enjoying Cyberpunk. I wish you all the
By
best.
the way,
I
the
tried.
best barbecue
I'll
ever.
try not to
Night
talk
of
while you
Ren
talk.
is in
Is in
Tennessee,
Decatur.
Eastern
ideal.
Tennessee. So you're not far from us then, if you're in Eastern Tennessee.
I was actually in Decatur last Friday. My grandmother lives there still, and went to Witt's Barbecue, which, if you're in Decatur, you know exactly where I'm
I've
talking
heard
Why
of
am I
Witt's.
is Decatur near Birmingham? Or is it-
Not
No.
really. It's next
it-
to Huntsville.
Okay.
Night of Ren, they're hating on Tennessee because I'm from
not
Tennessee.
hating on
and
Tennessee
they like
at
to
all.
they like
I was
to
born in Tennessee.
I was saying that Tennessee has a rich musical history. That is literally all I was implying.
That's all right. I know that because I'm not from Alabama like the three of you that I'm just the odd man out. I get
know
it.
what?
I get it. You know what?
You know what?
Well, you were rich, so.
What?
Shots
it's
fired.
like, you know,
Would you like me to show you my childhood home?
Well,
It's in the ghetto.
Oh, do you want to compare?
In the ghetto.
Do you really want to compare?
No, Michael. What Michael's
Do
saying?
you want to compare?
What Michael's saying is that he
We
still
can whip them
has-
out, brother.
holiday hog pie.
Michael is saying is that he has his childhood home in this basement studio. You can see it if you just go through the right door.
All right, tell you what. You play that card. We'll see what I've got in
2
my
hours.
hand.
Oh,
Chattanooga.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, we
go
can
right
do
go
that.
right ahead, go right ahead.
I do. Chattanooga, come see for yourself. Chattanooga. You know that commercial? You
Nope.
know that commercial.
I don't.
I was born in Chattanooga, so.
Jason Anderson says this is quickly becoming a game of poor brinksmanship. And you know what? I would not disagree.
So who's
Look.
the John F. Kennedy if I grew up harder than you?
So I drove by my old home a few years ago
I'm
on the
not
way
getting involved in
through
all that.
As a matter
Nashville.
of fact,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick
Do
break
you
here.
know that they
Okay,
took
can you
one
get
of the
me a,
houses down the
Canada
street
Dry,
from
please?
mine
can. Are they on the in the
and
Top-
turned
top
it
shelf of the fridge.
into a full-on gate-surrounded, fence-surrounded halfway house?
Okay.
Why is that not landing harder with
I just don't
you?
know how wise it is to try to win this on a live stream.
Yeah, I feel like.
be
Oh
fair.
my God.
This is not going well. It's hung up on my
I
foot.
got it. I got it.
What are we doing? What are we doing
I
here?
don't know what he's
is
doing. Going to get
breaking stuff,
I'm
and
going to get.
he's also gonna get me a drink, so I'm not gonna say anything about it.
What are we doing here?
What are you doing here? Why are you fighting about who had it worse?
What am I doing here? Well, after Aaron comes back, I guess I'll... What?
This isn't my beautiful wife. And you may find yourself asking, what the hell kind of a Christmas is this anyway?
Anyway.
I've never heard of such a Christmas. Women being set on fire and... It's from the ref.
Yeah.
Bunny rabbit, bunny rabbit.
They don't like you touching the mannequins like that in the store.
I don't care. I do what I want.
Do they?
Look,
you know
when
they
I
really
have
don't.
fantasies about a
Look,
mannequin,
But wait a minute.
Look at what Ratnick said. And to think, nobody on camera is drunk. And you know what? That's true.
let's get the champagne.
Here.
We'll make Michael drink some too.
Yeah, but you know why did they get away from mannequins in department stores? You think? You
Well,
don't see them anymore.
I don't go to department
my
stores
brother,
anymore, so.
my brother tried to shake hands with one time. This is a true story, and he got his hand stuck in the hand
How did you get it stuck in the hand?
because the mannequin's hand was sculpted in such a way that it just jammed up in there, and they had to literally come over with like hand lotion and stuff to get his hand out of there. It was ridiculous.
And that's how you start having fantasies about mannequins.
Wow.
He was shaking hands.
But seriously,
He
I'm
was
wondering-
getting lubed up with a mannequin.
Would you stop? It's Christmas. It's
I didn't
Christmas.
say anything dirty.
Well, that sounds like a Merry Christmas to me.
What?
Wow.
Kidding.
It's
That
very
sounds like a great
moisturizing.
movie. Lubed up with a mannequin.
Now, Jason Anderson, Brandon Shelton says, the past 10 minutes have made my Festivus. Thank you so much. Now, Jason
This is
Anderson,
a serious question.
Jason Anderson says,
This
Why
this
did-
is how the after show always is.
he says, why did they move away from those awesome genderless chrome mannequins from the 80s?
Bro, I mean, I'm asking the
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Are you, I'm serious. I agree. I want to know.
haven't even
I
opened
haven't
I'm
opened
fine.
mine, but thank you.
He was just upstairs.
But no, that's a great question. Like, what in the fashion world happened that made us move away from the mannequins?
I agree.
Do you mean the metallic ones, or do you mean like
mannequins in general? Like the way you don't see them anymore.
Online retailing.
What are
they
you?
just use real people.
Well, no, but I'm talking about you go to stores today. There's no mannequins in the stores.
Burns.
What happened?
What? Who said what that made you laugh?
I can't say it out loud. That's for sure.
Clearly, it was a double layer there that nobody could sit.
All right, so let me see. I'm gonna read these out. I'm gonna find.
Don't do it.
All right, so let's see.
It starts with Keith's comment.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter.
Don Draper says, "Has Michael?"
No.
Don Draper says, "Has Michael ever had a crush on a mannequin?" No, I never have.
You have to go up a little bit higher.
If you want more stories,
No, I saw that. You told me not to read that.
If you want more stories in that vein, go watch the Umbrella Academy. There's plenty of shipping for in that
It puts
department.
the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the mannequin.
Wow. So Scuba Pete, listen to this. Scuba Pete says, when I was an usher at a movie theater, a patron stuck her hand in a cup holder and it got stuck. They tried popcorn butter to no avail. They had to remove the arm and the armrest and saw it off.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's
I've
horrible.
got a new thing to be afraid of. This is why I want everything to stream.
Timothy says, do I have to put my earbuds in so my kids don't hear?
Well, let's just put it this way. After so long on the live stream, things get a little
normally
loose.
by this point we are in the after show, and that is where this kind of stuff normally happens. But
you know what? We can keep some of that in the after.
Timothy Ward says,
Yeah,
"Do I
that's
have to
true.
put in my earbuds so my
just read
kids
that.
don't
I
hear?"
just said that. Like,
Okay, well I'm sorry.
See,
they're on a delay.
now you feel my pain.
They're on a delay.
Now you know how it is. You gonna learn today.
oh man.
No, Timothy, you don't have to put in your earbuds so the kids don't hear. It's
have no-
Christmas.
I would
Vader
say
Ray
yes
Bob
because it's a
says
hell of a lot more
they
fun.
saw.
What are you doing?
I have
What
no
are
problem
you
continuing
doing?
to
What
maintain
did
a
you say?
professional
Don't say it
level of
again.
vocabulary.
Beta Ray Bob says they sawed the patron's arm off.
No, they sawed the arm of the chair off. I can see how you got confused.
I like that.
Yeah, that
Jason
that
Anderson,
picture
the
does not
after
have an arm
show,
anymore.
rails. Where we're going, we don't need any rails.
We don't need no stick.
Master Painter 72 has an interesting question. If you won $10 million, what would you buy with it?
I pay off all my student loans.
I would instantly pay off
That hurt.
my house, Michael Melinda's, and Aaron's houses. Done. Instantly. And then I would probably duplicate this museum in my own house.
What was the amount of money that you said?
$10 million.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
would
agree
move.
with
You
Tim.
would buy like a bunch of land, and we would all live on a compound.
Yes. I've actually want to do that. I want to buy like 10 acres.
But we're not going
And
to
we
call it
all,
a
like-
compound.
No.
I am.
We're just going to call it a cult.
Yes. Yes. Retro
straight
cult.
up.
We're gonna call it retro cult. We're gonna like put up a big, call your dad. You're in a cult.
Yeah.
Someone
like
says
the free
Michael's.
hotline.
Someone says
Yeah.
Michael's on a time delay. I'm not really sure.
I said
Because
that.
you repeated.
I said that
Oh.
because they repeated that. So I immediately said he's on a time delay.
You've put us in a loop. Stop it. Just stop it.
Okay, Inception has finally happened on the live stream. Somebody kick over my chair.
Oh
Man.
Melinda deserves a refund on her degree being stuck with Michael.
Wow. That's
Wow.
Hey.
Holy.
Hey, we're all for good fun.
Wait,
that?
but my
JG.
question. My question
Merry
is,
Christmas to me.
Jeez.
What does that have to do with the other? Like, I don't understand what my degree has to do. Which degree? And like, what did we?
Oh, sorry. Some of us
my
have
God.
multiple degrees.
I have several.
Really? Did you just big time everybody? Which degree?
What are the rules of the
Oh, I'm
cult?
sorry. Normally, we're just comparing how bad our childhoods were.
What are the rules of the cult, and does it involve a comet?
Yes.
Let's-
Yes. She's like, I don't care as long as we have one. Bring the rule book to Monopoly.
I don't know, but
we'll
there
use that.
will definitely be shoes involved.
Mark C, I appreciate that comment very much today. I really do. He says, does Michael get paid double for babysitting on a Christmas live stream?
Nice. That was a good one. That was a good thing.
And now we all just got slammed. See?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
See, when someone slams you, only one person gets slammed. When they protect you, 3 people.
Monkey Boy says, Melinda is very important.
Beta Ray Bob, I do not have a PhD, so no, you would not call me Dr. Monk.
Yet.
Although I have enough years in school to have gotten a PhD.
That's just not an efficient use of time, then.
I know.
Sounds like you should have a PhD.
Well, in my genre, in my like area of focus, like getting a PhD probably would pay less as a job than having an extra bachelor's degree. So I have a spare.
Chris Worsley says Michael gets hazard pay for these live streams. Yeah, with 2 Z's.
Yes, because he has it so hard.
Don't lie, you guys. You guys are here for all of this just as much as you're here for this.
I just thought of a joke. Tim, remind
And
me to
he's
tell it
making
later.
all the money. So
Just remind me.
what?
No one's making money on this live stream. That's the whole
true.
point of the Christmas live
So
stream.
I'm taking all this abuse for nothing.
Yes.
But you're able to give as much as you get. So Bjorn
Always.
says Michael is very funny. He just hates many things.
I tell you what,
Thank
why
you.
don't you just read comments about yourself and we'll sit back and just enjoy the show, Mike.
Remember what I said earlier about you're in your own bubble?
You know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go, build the Action Force headquarters and
Well, you're
maybe.
doing that
Why don't
with
you
me.
like move some of this stuff off the counter or the whatever this is, and then table, and then put the.
Boy, those
build the-
PhDs came in handy right there.
Look, I don't have a PhD.
Tim, she has more words in her head than we do, so we have to give her a little bit of time to get to the right.
She's forgotten more about pretentiousness than you'll ever know.
This is true. It's so true.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
So we're taking bets on if we're still going to be friends after this. Last.
Hey,
It's getting rough over here.
hey,
y'all.
hey.
Good.
We already
Real low.
used up all the lotion, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Sun's getting real low there, big guy.
hey.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
See, we actually talked about this last week before last though. She can get the only one she can actually get mad at is Michael. She can't really get mad at me and
No.
Aaron.
Don't poke me.
I was gonna say,
No one's stopping you from speaking.
keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so I'm gonna go
It's an
get.
excellent Christmas movie.
thing.
By the way.
It is.
don't
See,
remember
Lucas
this
once
being-
has asked what my degrees are in, but I'm not going to say it now.
It's a trap.
it's a trap.
I'm not talking about it.
Don't want to talk about it. Say why not? Don't want to think about it. That's right.
We're actually just jealous. That's
Bring
all
in
it is.
90s
No.
terrible music.
You mean you want the Christmas debt?
the
Christmas debt.
Oh no!
You want all of the student loans that you'll never pay off as long as you live?
God help
I
us,
already have
one and
that
all.
from my wife and her degree.
Kyle P. I got the Christmas poops. Very invaders.
George says degree in sarcasm. Well, that is kind of close.
Yeah. So you know what's funny though is who had the worst job that made them work at Christmas?
Well, that's a good one. The one I remember the most is when I was a server and had to work. I worked at O'Charlie's on Christmas, and yeah, that wasn't fun.
I think Best Buy. I hated most.
Turn on the fun.
Well, what's fun is I remember that time kind of like I find the fun in it. So like I remember it being difficult and hard work, but I still took some level of like satisfaction.
Yeah,
out
but
of
that
it.
was because you were still hourly and they wouldn't let you have overtime.
Correct.
So you got to go
And
home.
I didn't have children then, so there wasn't like an opportunity cost. Like all that time that you would have been working, you would not have gotten to spend, right?
Well, I used to hate it because I always worked Christmas Eves and literally be wanting to go home at 6 o'clock, and people would run up and literally try to force their way in the
you
store.
couldn't close the door.
I mean, it just used to
It was
drive
like
me
a zombie
insane.
movie. It was
Yeah.
like a hand would just shoot through, and you're like, "How is there a hand? There isn't even a body there."
Okay, so I have several things to answer.
okay.
So the cookies, these are chocolate chip cookies. Those are soft gingerbread men. These are peppermint shortbread cookies, and those are Mexican chocolate crinkle cookies.
That is so cool that you got that.
In terms of my degrees, I have a degree that's double major in art and anthropology. I've got a master's in forensic anthropology, and I have a bachelor's in nursing. So there you go. So everyone who's taking wages on, or wagers on like what my degrees are in, a few of you were a little close with the anthropology stuff, but no, I do not have a degree in communications.
Tim, I'm seeing a lot of retail on here. I feel like we've got
Lots
some
of
brothers
retail.
and
Oh yeah,
sisters
there's
out
many
there.
of us out there.
Michael,
that-
did you
Stores,
work at Toys R
Kmarts,
Us at
Toys R
Christmas?
Us's.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
3 Christmases in a row.
3 Christmases
We've
in a
got
row,
some
I'm
Michael.
so
healthcare
sorry.
professionals out there too, so that's
I-
a whole different kind of hell on
I
holidays.
did work as a nurse like on Christmas a lot, because as a new nurse, you know, you end up having to work all the holidays. And so I worked many a holiday, whether it was Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever.
Because you're the new
Those
person.
But those were almost, to me, not as bad, because everyone is so nice to you. Like,
Because they know you're having to work the holiday.
yeah, I felt like for once the family members and the patients were all extra appreciative of anything you were doing. Whereas in retail,
Oh.
that's not true.
No.
So I still feel
No, it
like
was
all
war.
of my retail and food service stuff was worse to me than being a nurse on Christmas, I would say.
It's a little bit like in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. There's a scene where Gary Oldman's character goes and visits someone in like a healthcare home or something, and they pull out a bunch of photographs of him and all the other people who worked in the spy agency when they were younger, and she's sitting there and she talks about, she's like, those were the days. I really miss this. And he goes, Connie, it was the war, right? You know, it's sort of like that when I talk about, it's nothing like the war, right? But it's similar in my mind, because when I think back about retail, I remember it kind of like, look at what we achieved, look how we were at our best and we were working hard. But at the same time, I feel like you're sitting over there going, but Aaron, it was a war.
It's, yeah.
It was
There
horrible.
just wasn't anything good about it.
No.
I mean,
This is
and
looking
I feel
cooler
like I
and
try
cooler.
so hard anytime I go to a retail store, anytime near the holidays. I'm just like, you know,
I've lost a lot of my patience. I think the older
Well,
I
that's
get.
why you got out of medicine.
So, but when I go to especially like a Best
What do
Buy
you
or
mean?
a
He lost a lot of his patience.
So he's
Oh,
no
that's
longer
why he
able
got
to be
out
a
of medicine.
doctor.
I got
wah,
it.
wah, wah, wah.
That was a good joke.
It was a good joke.
I was like confused for a
Michael,
second.
please don't hurt us. It was a good joke.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt us.
But now kids really don't care.
Well, and you remember how much patience we had and how much we genuinely tried to help in those moments. And so when you see people in retail who aren't doing that now, it's a little harder to be patient.
I
with
just
that.
love getting threatened to be sued personally for some piece of equipment breaking that I
We
had
have
nothing to do with.
at all to do with.
You know.
Or
You're
someone
sort of
trying to
standing right in
roundhouse
front of
kick you
Tim,
in the
dear.
face
That's
because
okay.
of something that got lost in shipping.
Oh,
I'll never forget that, dude. Ooh, retail stories.
yeah.
Yeah.
Endless. I'm watching Michael.
Hey,
as
Ratrick
he's-
says, funniest joke ever, Michael.
Funniest joke ever?
No, the one
The
you just
patient
told
one,
about the
yeah.
patient and the
Oh.
doctor.
Hey, thanks.
The English patient was not the funniest joke ever, just in case anyone was curious. That playset is looking amazing.
when I saw it. Well, I mean, I love the
Look how British this
the
guy
Palatoy
is.
Dark
and the
Death
quartermaster.
Star. So
He's so British.
He is pretty British.
I feel like you have a great conversation.
because these are the type of
Wow,
places
that's
like
pretty
they're
cool.
cardboard.
Uh-huh.
But if they had just made them out of plastic,
Yes.
they would have been like I would have carried these things everywhere I went with me
Mhm.
because they are that cool.
Goes like that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, God, thank goodness.
I thought she was doing Tom Steiner too.
Yes.
I was like, no, it's gonna be stuck in my head
I was sitting in the morning
Ugh.
in the diner on
So
the
at this
corner.
point in the live stream, we're like just delirious. So
Well, I'm good.
we're-
I'm on my
Sadly,
second
we've got
Coca-Cola.
like 453 people watching this right now, and I feel like now
hello to all
obligated
of
to.
you.
Hello,
We have how
I hope
many
you're
people watching?
453.
Wow.
I'm just
that's
really,
pretty impressive.
you know,
Thank you.
pleased that so many of you were able to take time and join us and hang out and
Yeah,
know.
it's educational.
that's pretty impressive.
George Aiken says it used the same plastic.
That's
pieces
what gets your attention.
Well,
that
it's the Marty
comment.
McFly line.
Somebody asked a minute ago what these books are. These are Christmas catalogs from the 80s. Can you hand me one of those, Aaron? I want to. The top
Yes.
one. The top one would be great.
Really wanted to say no, but I said yes.
Who wants to see us 86 the Silverhawks back here for the?
Yeah, we're
Vote
not.
is still out on that.
We're not.
Are
going
you
to destroy
kidding
that.
me? How can this compared to that? And you're going to tell me you would rather have
Okay, so
Silverhawks
what
over
would
there?
you do if you
Well,
got
but
Careful
that?
where
we
it's
can get
sitting.
rid of the
I would say thank
Robin
you,
Hood.
but it would not.
But the
last-
Robin
last
Hood has
long.
dual kind of thing to it. The fact that it was the Ewok village just kind of redone, it's an interesting story. Like Action Man's an interesting story. Silverhawks, there's nothing interesting about Silverhawks.
Here- Michael, here's the deal, and this is totally your basement, so you can do whatever you want. It's
No,
fine.
no,
But-
no. He lost that. He lost that right a long time
Wow.
ago.
Well, what happened to that? But the one being recast as Ewoks fits with the theme of Star Wars. So you've got a four-corner Star Wars.
That
right?
I was
So
this
if you
one.
take that out, you break
I
that
know,
set.
I just
But
think
if you
that's
take
hilarious.
The Silverhawks
Oh, it's
out,
great.
you don't break the Star Wars set. So
Don
like, all
Draper
of that
says
works. It's
Silverhawks
symmetry.
are just nice to look at.
That's kind
Well,
of
no. Look, what I'm saying is Silverhawks will fit where Action Man is right now. You can show him on the camera if you want
the
to.
Mirage won't fit. The jet.
Yes, it will. It'll fit. You just got to put it at an angle, like over here. You take all of that, make that the Action Man shelf, move the mask. I
You know
know,
what, Mike,
Boulder
what's
Hill.
Chris Worley says, but the Silverhawks are shiny.
They are shiny.
So, you can put Boulder Hill. So okay.
Tim,
You
you're
know
basically
what?
saying shift everything around one space.
Yes, that's exactly what
So
I'm
it's
saying.
fine.
Yeah,
you can put
kinda.
that there, but everything else has to shift one space in the whole.
But this is
museum.
better. This is so much better.
No one
I
cares
agree.
about my shiny.
I'm just asking you because you haven't confirmed. Are you telling me that you like the Silverhawks better than Action Man? Are you prepared to go there?
No, I'm not prepared to go there.
He just doesn't want to have this argument right now. He's tired. Michael's sleepy. He needs a little nap.
He needs a little nappy nap.
What's the best Christmas album?
Kylie Christmas.
I was listening to the Pogues earlier. I think any of their stuff feels somewhat Christmassy and yet not Christmassy. So I enjoy them.
This was a great catalog. That whole thing was only $94. Amazing.
Mm.
What did your girls enjoy the most about
Wait a minute.
Christmas?
Wait a minute.
I think it
Robo
was playing
Strucks?
together with the toys.
That's
I think
robotics,
that means
isn't
a
it?
lot, especially to Gwen.
Yeah.
To actually just kind of connect and play with the things together
I don't
that they
remember
got.
Robo Strucks.
Because there's a lot of time, the rest of the time, it's like, they kind of go off on their own way or
Yeah,
whatever.
see, here's
but
robotics.
Having that mutual sort of thing.
Did they get
Yeah.
that
This
wrong?
year, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would imagine that would be cool.
And then the
No.
anticipation, the lead up to everything, I think really was exciting for them.
It does make it feel even bigger to like have months of anticipation.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody's just been looking forward to this holiday for a little while.
I have
mean,
not.
The end of 2020.
The Waitresses is a great
I had that
Christmas
actually.
song there.
Microscope.
Tim has now been sucked into the
I
catalog.
have. I'm sorry.
You know, it's
Why are you
just sort of-
sorry? It's great. If you
living
keep
in
going
his
this
own
way,
world.
then all of the bigger toys.
I just don't remember Robo Strucks.
You know,
I remember robotics.
It's probably like a cheap knockoff. Yeah,
I don't know. They look pretty cool.
they do look pretty cool.
a robot that
Robo
I liked
Strucks?
in that same vein, and I think Tim will kind of remember this too, is Edmund Scientific. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But I could look
forgot
at that
about
magazine
set.
the way you're looking at this, and in my head, I could build like an entire android out of
Yes.
all the little motors and servos that you could get out of that magazine. But if you get a chance to look at an old Edmund Scientific magazine, it was really fun.
Dustbot. Here's all the 80s robots. You gotta love all the 80s robots.
Yeah, none of them lived up to the hype, man.
We did a whole podcast about that.
Yeah, we did. We actually did.
Rambo.
Sometimes I forget what podcasts we've done. We haven't even done
Oh,
as many, but we.
Okay. The Terror Drone, Michael.
All right, what do they market
All right.
that thing
So
for?
I was fixing to say, how much do you think the Terror Drone went for brand new?
Ooh, this is a fun game.
$49.99.
Nope.
Is this like The Price is Right? Can I guess?
Yes.
$79.99.
Nope.
Am I over?
Yes.
Damn it. Aaron?
$56.99.
Oh, so Michael wasn't too far off.
So, let's see.
The closest without going over, right?
The flag. How much was the flag?
The flag? I think that one's like $110 bucks.
I'm gonna go 220 on that one.
Close.
Yep.
Melinda's close. Michael,
Yeah, I know it's around
gander
there.
a guess?
$109.99.
Nope. Melinda was closer. $124.99.
You're closest without going over. Well, we should
I knew it was-
we should let some of the viewers play.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
so
So the
color-
Night Raven. What about a Night Raven? Brand new Cobra Night Raven. What do we think the price was? Some of
I
these
think
make
we
me
should
sad.
play like toy prices right.
That's what we're doing right
And
now.
then just
That's
like
what
put
we're doing.
the item up for bid is the
110 for flag. Okay, so we're just now seeing Night Raven prices
So-
right here after we're
Okay.
30
before it
bucks.
goes,
Everyone's saying 30 bucks, Night Raven 50, $89.99, $49.95, $19.99.
That was
40.
the closest. It was actually $22.99.
Beta Ray Bob with
Wow.
$19.99.
Scuba Pete says, "Come on down."
Na-na-na-na. What can he win?
So here's the armored chariot with Serpentor. That set. How much did that set cost? Brand new. Serpentor on his little
Can I
carrier.
see the image of
Yeah,
it? Like,
there it is right there.
okay,
The action figure on his little golden Cobra chariot thing.
$14.99.
Nope.
All right, I think Benjamin is the first of the votes. for the
Yeah,
next
he
one.
says $1. You know how to play this game.
All right, $20, $9.99, $15 for Serpentor, $4.99. They're going by fast. Jonathan River,
There's a wide
$8.99.
range of bids.
There some are close. $6.99.
Wow,
$6.99.
$6.
Man, I
that's
miss.
crazy.
Can you
All right,
imagine that? A
so-
toy for $6.99.
No kidding. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds amazing.
So laser tag. Now I loved my laser tag. That was one of my favorite.
That's one I would
Christmas.
expect to be
Okay,
high.
so when you get laser tag, what does that come with?
So we're going to talk about the laser tag, the regular laser tag set, which was the gun, the sensor, and not the vest, but it was the strap. If you remember, it came with the strap
Okay.
that was across the chest and around the
Yep.
waist at the
It
sensor
had the
mounted,
sensor
and
in
the
the
gun.
middle, yeah.
What? And that was the most popular set.
And it had two guns? Or
Nope, just one gun.
One gun. So you'd have to get.
So somebody else would have to get it, which that was kind of the thing most kids did in mine.
Bring your own gun. I mean, it's been a
So,
rule.
but what did that set actually cost? That one gun with the sensor.
I'm gonna go with like. I'm just gonna say $40.
We'll wait till they start.
So okay, so laser tag. We got a bunch of guesses: $60, $50, $22.99, $24.99, $35, $19.99, $34, $50, $40.
Melinda and that one was actually closest, $44.99.
$44.99.
Yeah, I'm thinking 40 because then you can get two. Like if you have two kids, you'd want to at least have two, right?
I don't know if Brian heard it, but he just said 44. But he may.
Did he?
44. Yeah.
44, which is good.
Oh yeah.
So-
$44.99.
What about, and this is actually a little shocking to me, the Captain Photon set, which was the Photon was the
Yeah, like the video we did.
competitor. Yes, that's the competitor to laser tag.
If
at
you
the
haven't
time.
seen our laser tag video, photon laser tag, whatever,
it was actually pretty funny.
it's
It
it's
was a
one of
fun
my
one.
favorites because our friend came over and we did like an actual laser tag fight type thing. It was pretty awesome.
I actually find this one shocking. Because I always
I
thought
feel-
Photon was
I feel like it
inferior.
was more. I feel like it was more, so I feel like it was
Well, you
like
just gave away that it was
$50. Like
yes, it was more.
I feel like I already knew that though, because when we did the research for that thing,
more. Astonishing. You would know that it was more, and you did a video on it. Find
I
that
feel
very
like it's maybe
unlikely.
$50 instead of just $40.
So
We got some votes for like 70s. We're in the $70, $60 price range.
$60,
on this one.
$75.96.
for the set of one for one player, $72.99.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much.
I
more.
didn't either. That's actually fairly shocking to me.
MMA Panda with 70 looks like the closest. without
Yeah,
going
that
over.
was very good. I had no idea because I always thought Photon was way inferior to laser tag. Just
Well, it's closer to what's actually being emitted by the device.
Benjamin says, look up old episodes of Photon. They are hilarious, and they are
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes,
they
my
are
goodness.
hilarious.
Yeah, just go to YouTube and type that in.
Ooh,
It's
How
worth
is that
it.
even a cartoon?
Superpowers.
Yeah,
Superpowers.
Show it.
What,
All right.
This catalog is 1986, and this is a Sears catalog from the Wish book from 1986.
1986. So superpowers. So the Batcopter, Superpowers Batcopter. What do you think that was brand new? And that's
No
that
idea.
one's right there.
This one up here.
That one right there.
Did it come with an action figure, or is
No.
it just
$12. I'm guessing $12.
1999?
Aaron actually nailed it. $11.99.
Wow.
Technically, so I still lose.
That was pretty good though. I'm
Thanks.
actually impressed.
I
A
didn't
lot of
have a
people
guess
were
till I
guessing
looked at it.
$12.99, $11.99.
Yep.
Well, $11.99, you were right on the money.
Okay, so the Hall of Justice playset for superpowers.
That I couldn't have.
Actually, this one's a little shocking to me, but the Hall of
24?
Justice. Close.
Let's let people vote. What is
Yes.
the thing again?
The Hall of Justice
Oh, okay.
superpowers playset. The yellow, the canary.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just looking at it.
She's letting her little.
It was
machine learn
actually a really
algorithm.
good playset. I
I'd
thought
say like
it was a good playset.
$20. I've got some votes for 25, 24.
All the way up to 32.
I got one that's
39.99.
40,
$6.50.
and the winner is.
$29.99 for the Hall
Wait,
of
I
Justice.
thought we had a 29. Wait, Scuba
Yeah,
Pete
we
guessed
got- We got a
$29.99.
couple of 20. Well, that's a 25.
Scuba Pete
with
got
20.
nailed
So
it.
now we're getting
$29.99.
over into Transformers. So, and I've always kind of wondered on some of these. So let's look at Ultra Magnus. Brand
Really?
new.
You're going to start with
Magnus.
Ultra Magnus? About tree fitting.
You don't have an Ultra Magnus?
I don't think Michael likes
Oh
Ultra
yeah, because
Magnus.
you don't have any of the.
What is
Let
that?
me rephrase. I'm not going to say Michael doesn't like Ultra Magnus. He just doesn't get it as
No,
excited.
I don't think he did like Ultra Magnus.
Brian
I
says
wanted Ultra
justice
Magnus.
was cheap
I
back
wanted Ultra
then.
Magnus until I saw what happened to him in the movie. I was like, wait a minute, this is the one figure I was looking forward to buying, and the movie does nothing with him, and so I
They
gave
put him
up.
back together
Well,
again.
good news. You can see him again in the new Netflix series.
Adam, he is fine. He's sitting in the floor putting that thing together.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
He's
while
right
I'm
here.
Standing,
He's just
so.
right there.
All right, we got votes for $19.99, $25.99. We got a $40. We got a $14.99.
$22.99.
Scar
see.
guessed. Scar guessed
Yeah,
$22.99.
Scar, right on it.
Right on the
Right
money.
on there.
There.
Somebody's pulled this up.
They were asking what.
They were asking what year so
what
that
year
they could
and
look
what
it up.
document. I bet you there's a PDF out.
Triptychon. So Triptychon, the big dinosaur Decepticon that was supposed to
He
be
always made me really
Fort
sleepy.
Maximus's
I was gonna say
nemesis.
It's at least I got to.
How
steal
much
that
was
for me.
he?
I got it at least.
Which that one's a little shocking because it was always weird, right? Because Triptychon was supposed to be like the big dinosaur. He was huge in the TV
Is
show.
there any other kind?
But he was supposed to be. But see, the thing is he was supposed to be Fortress Maximus's nemesis, and Fort Max's toy-wise was literally double the size.
Everyone's guessing. Okay, so we got $49.99, $24.99,
Up to
$56.99,
$60.
$57.99.
Oh, we got a winner. Who was that?
$7.99.
$57.99.
A world made of
What
cardboard.
a strange.
Nailed it.
It's
price
a
point.
weird price point.
It is a weird price.
Also, as you were saying, he's half as big as that one. So
Now, here's an interesting comparison. So we just did Triptychon, so let's do Metroplex. Metroplex was
Is that?
No, that's Fortress Maximus. Metroplex was the first Autobot City Transformer,
Okay.
and he was the white one with the red
So
guns.
it's this?
That one right there.
Okay.
So how much was Metroplex compared to Triptychon? This is fun.
I don't know how big it is.
Metroplex was the same size as
Hey,
Triptychon,
Michael,
so he
there's
was probably
info
about this
coming in
tall.
from George about before you put in the middle piece. Are you looking at your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, George Aitken is giving you tips on the construction in chat.
Lots of guesses.
Oh.
From
Okay.
$35,
They're buried in guesses, but-
$22.59,
But there
all
was
the
one
way
that
up
said
to
before you do something.
$109.99.
$34.99 for Metroplex.
So
Wow.
MMA Panda guessed 35.
So yeah,
So,
I mean he's right on there.
Nailed it. basically.
So interesting. I did not realize how horrible Galvatron looked as a toy. He was not one I had. I'm like Michael. I didn't get a lot of the movie Transformers. So Galvatron is just horrible looking.
Jason goes, I left to take a phone call and I come back and the live stream is The Price is Right. Yeah.
We're going through this 80s
1986.
Green
Ooh, look, it's everybody's favorite, including Michael.
The
Thunder. So
I want to know that I don't have any idea how much that playset cost new, but that
okay, so
playset-
yeah, so Michael, what did you pay for your Thundercats layer?
How much was the Thundercats layer?
Oh, or do you even want to go there?
No, I want to know.
Maybe he doesn't want to tell you.
He may not want to know. We may not want to know.
It was probably between the two. It ended up being over $1,500 to get all the parts.
Over $1,500
For all the parts.
All the parts and
Probably
everything.
more like $1,700.
Probably closer to $1,700.
So brand new, a Thundercats layer. Does anybody want to guess?
Not now.
I'm gonna say like maybe $95,
I don't have a guess.
Okay, I'm gonna wait and see what.
or maybe it's a little less.
I'm just gonna see what they say.
39,
Benjamin says
$149.
$149.99. Brian says $49.99. George
Derek
says
says
$29.99.
79.
So we've got everything from $30 all the way up to
$57.99.
57.
That was high for back then for just
That was.
But that's a big.
That
That's
was.
a big playset.
But for $57, as a kid, we probably would have been like, "Holy crap, that's a good deal."
I remember seeing those things in Tupperware
So
containers.
who got
at
the
daycare.
closest? 57.
You know, just treated like
Right.
oof.
Right. So here's Boulder Hill. We got
Scuba
one right
Pete, I
behind
think.
Melinda. Boulder Hill's right behind her. Wow, that's surprising. How much is a Boulder Hill in 1986?
Just go outside and pick one up.
$40. No, $35.
We'll wait and see what the crowd says, what the mob says.
You guys are not a mob. You're wonderful.
Well, I didn't. Mob doesn't mean bad.
We got $38.99, $35, $40 to $4.99.
$65.99 on the Boulder Hill.
$41.99.
Ooh.
And my personal favorite that we're going to have one of soon in the RetroBlasting studio, Melinda sees it. What is it, Melinda?
That is the Eternia playset. I gotta tell you guys,
Mike-
playsets are the best gift. Like, I remember the best gift I ever got for Christmas, I think, was my Barbie Playhouse. And the cool thing about a playhouse...
I love the Barbie Playhouse.
The cool thing about a playset of any kind is that the playset itself basically is an awesome new addition, but in addition to that, it makes all your old toys new.
Yeah.
Because you get to like experience all of your old toys, whether they're even from that
Through the lens
toy
of
line,
that
through
playset.
exactly. So it's like 10, 15 gifts in one. Like
Well, me and Melinda, we've had this conversation too. Barbie, her play sets
Yeah.
were by far some of the coolest play sets ever made just aesthetically. Like my sister, I remember she had the McDonald's Barbie play
I had
set.
that.
I mean, the burgers, like
I
they
know.
had the buns were individual
That's
with
right.
the meat
And
and,
you
the
make
lettuce,
your
and,
own-
and you
yeah.
put them together, and like they're not like one lump of plastic; they're like individual pieces.
And they have places to store them. I feel
Yeah,
like the
I
girls
mean,
have
it
a
was
food truck
crazy.
one
Oh wow, Wolfie
where
says
it's like individual scoops of ice cream with a scooper that you can
Yes.
get them out and put them.
It
in
was
individual
awesome, though.
cones.
I mean, that was some of the
And you
coolest
open the
toys.
cash register and there's dollars
And
and
change.
change. And
Yeah,
all
I
that
mean, it
kind of
was
stuff
insane.
in there.
Wolfie just posted a picture of him getting the Ghostbusters Firehouse on our Patreon. That's awesome.
Cool.
But
I'm
Eternia,
gonna say $89.99. Probably not that much, but it's probably more like $45.
49 is a guess from George Aiken there for Eternia. $49.99.
$99.99.
My first guess was closer.
Now that is like
I
flag
remember
territory.
it being like
It is.
it was expensive.
yeah.
I didn't know anybody that had it. Even my cousin,
I've
who was so
never
spoiled, and he
seen
got
one
everything.
in person.
Imperial
Never
Mort says $299.98.
So, Legion of Power, Michael. I have totally forgot about that toy till I saw it here.
There's a reason.
Michael said, "There's a reason." Are they really that bad? I don't think I ever had any of them.
They look like they don't really know where they fit.
Well, no, it was kind of it was kind of a constructs kind of thing where you could configure the vehicles differently to fit different roles.
It kind of feels like something out of Alien. Like when you look at those ships and stuff, they look like these sort of long-haul cargo ships.
You are right about that.
So if there had been some good Alien merchandise or something
constructs,
like
and there's Melinda's favorite, the Rock Lords. Muscles. Oh, the muscle wrestling
Michael
arena.
Michael always hears about muscles. It's not his thing.
Yeah, he just does not. Like, he prefers clams or like shrimp or something like that for water-based.
Really doesn't like any of
I'm a barnacle man.
Yeah.
I'm a barnacle man.
Barnacle man does the things that a barnacle can.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're getting into that section that we all were like, oh, bicycles.
Oh, little kid stuff.
Yeah, little kid stuff.
I don't know, man.
Wow, look at that. Is that a Mercedes?
That looks like a LeBaron.
That's a Mercedes.
The LeBaron.
That looks like a Chrysler
LeBaron. Coming from somebody who owned a LeBaron, this is much nicer.
That's nicer than the actual convertible.
Than the actual LeBaron.
Did anybody have a little car when you were a kid that you drive around in your driveway?
I never did, but I was always so jealous of the
really,
kids who did.
I had a cheapo plastic one. Like it wasn't.
Still nice.
It wasn't like one of these.
It wasn't a Power Wheels?
No, it was like a little. I think it had a little
pedals.
I don't even think it had pedals. I think you just let Fred Flintstone.
Are you sure it wasn't just a cardboard box that was? Like,
it might have been.
Would you stuck
probably
your feet
not.
through the
No,
bottom?
I think my parents did get it for me, but they probably got it for
I
me
I'm
at
looking
like
for the girl
Walmart.
stuff. Was there not any girl stuff in here?
Yeah, no,
I had
I'm
a
sure
Red
there
Ryder
was.
It's probably in the
wagon,
beginning.
And I would turn the handle.
Did you
backwards.
go all the way to the back?
Holy crap!
steer
Is
it
this
like
whole
that.
thing toys? No.
No. But hey, look at the television.
Oh, it's funny. Somebody's got this magazine folded in a very specific spot. I wonder why, Melinda. There must have been something here you wanted.
Yeah, it was the rubber duckies.
Yeah. Oh boy, she loves those rubber duckies.
Oh, look, it's Glowworm.
Oh, I remember those.
How much was a brand new Glowworm?
17.
$7.
No, you're probably right on the money there.
Ding, 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 ding. $7. That seems so cheap. Compared.
Glowworm would be like $50.
Kieran says, "Is it rude to say the last 20 minutes have been really good?" No, but I would say if you're saying it because the rest of this whole live stream was not good, then maybe.
That's what they're saying because they asked, "Is it rude?"
Right.
They're like, once you get why I said this, am I being rude? And the answer to that is still no. You're
No,
allowed
it's
to say
fun because it's like remember these things.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Well, and then we never knew as kids, right? We didn't know the prices. So now I guess. Like me as a parent, I know what I've had to spend on my kids over the years, and looking at this, I'm like, no wonder it felt like Christmas was huge. You could afford a hell of a lot more back then than you can now.
Well, you got to remember inflation, so
Yes.
like.
Oh, I know, but still,
So
like,
if we go back in time, what we have to spend
holy
also
smokes!
decreases.
Look at that thing.
I know, dude. I know.
That's amazing. So there is this huge, like awesome, and I'm trying not to wrinkle your book. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know you can't see from there. Dollhouse that's like something from Our Town or
It's like the size of that little girl.
I mean,
she
yeah,
could get inside
she
of
could
it.
almost get inside. And of course, that though would be ridiculous. It's $3.99, so I can imagine back then
It would be over $1,000 now.
that would be
A
ridiculous.
world made of cardboard
And
says
it would be unassembled
Yeah.
in like 40,000 pieces.
A world made of cardboard says the only thing I can take away from this is toys today are way overpriced.
Yeah.
What few toys there are. There's
I
not
tried
many
to
out
point
there.
Kieran
Michael
says that you're looking at the
before he-
mannequin section.
No, they were indicating underpants.
Wolfie says also fact about play sets take the longest to put together generally. See second pick I put on Patreon is it ready yet, Dad? I guess you can relate to that, Aaron.
No, we had help. We got up this morning. The girls had this awesome play set that was put together for them by the Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, but I
But
mean, he
they-
probably told you how much it took,
The
like how long.
instruction manual is
Yeah.
like this thick for that thing.
Yeah.
There's the Barbie
Are you
stuff.
supposed to tip your Elf on the Shelf? I'm wondering.
I
I
mean,
just don't know. What
I
you're
don't
supposed
have
to do.
kids, so I don't know.
I don't know.
So there's the remote-controlled Barbie Corvette.
I had that Barbie, and I had that Barbie.
Oh, now she's engaged.
Huh.
She's like, give me this book. All right, she's gonna lead the Barbie. How much did it cost section? Or all Barbies?
That's just the
basically
first.
same
They kind of
price?
Well, I
cost
wanted
the
to
same.
know how much the remote control Corvette, because I remember the Barbie Corvette.
Oh,
there
you
was
want to
one.
know how much that
Well,
costs?
there was the Corvette that was not remote control, and then there was the regular Corvette, and then there's this remote controlled.
The car makes real motor sounds, and the lights work.
Not that a little girl would know what those sounds are, but
No.
Gotcha.
There's a little mirror here where you can put your lipstick on.
Oh, good.
Would you like to guess how much the remote control
$24.99.
Aaron?
I saw the price.
Oh.
That totally threw you off.
$14.99.
What?
Yeah.
Did you give anyone time to guess? There's a delay.
They
There's a
weren't
delay
guessing.
for profanity
They don't
that we
care.
don't use. There's not. I'm just joking.
Somebody said, oh man.
Oh.
Master Son says Melinda does not have any kids that she knows of.
Well, there was that time right after college. Yeah.
That one time where I had hemorrhoids for like a month and I had been unconscious.
Wow.
It's a little
Y'all are
suspicious.
missing Michael's face.
And Timothy's rapidly putting his earbuds in.
Yeah. The implications. That's all. That's where that one gets you.
Now would be a good time to put the earbuds in. Yes.
No,
I'm kidding.
let's stray word. Is that like the
So
idea
no
of
wait.
the
So I want to
Barbie?
see. Put it up here where I can see it too, because I want to see.
I want to look at the Barbies.
I do. I mean, the Barbie stuff was really cool. I thought
Okay,
it was
so
some neat stuff.
these are the clothes.
Yeah, I don't care about the clothes.
I had that. I had
My
that,
sister
that.
had that. So okay, so this is the Barbie, and they advertised this one like crazy. The bubble bath,
My sister
where you
had
push the little button
Yeah.
and it would make bubbles in
See,
the
I had
bathtub.
the I had the so the present that I found in advance was my mom
gonna have to
had bought me the Barbie swimming pool.
Bring that down.
Oh, now which one? Because remember,
It was the one that was like a jacuzzi.
Yes,
And it had the bubble thing, so you push the thing and the bubbles would
I
come up.
bet
and
that one might be
it
in
might
here.
be in
the
here,
same
but
year.
but I think it was actually earlier.
So
than
this one was $19.99.
So this thing was for my birthday, and my babysitter was there, and I had gone into my mom's closet. I don't even know if I was looking for presents or what, but I found this thing, and I lost my mind wanting to open it. And the babysitter had to call my mom at work and be like, she really wants to open this thing, and I don't know what to do. She found this thing, and she wants it. My mom's just like, just let her open it. So...
How old
yeah.
were you?
I was probably like 7.
So if you were 7, that means
This would have been a little early.
yeah, that would have
this
had to
would've-
been like 80.
It would have been earlier.
That'd have been 83,
Yeah.
83 or 84.
83 or 84. It might be in this 84 one.
Because look at what's in here, the rockers, which if everybody remembers, the Barbie rockers was in response to Gem and the Holograms.
So I liked Barbie and the Rockers better. I had like
Now, did you like it because of the stuff or
I liked it because of
the
the
premise?
scale.
the scale?
Yeah, that's one of those things where Gem is just a little bit bigger than Barbie.
Oh, you mean doll size?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Really? I thought they were the same size. You learn something new every day. I did
She's
not know.
just a little bit bigger, so she looks like she's. It would be like if you knew a woman who was 7 feet tall. It's kind of weird, but
So there's and they've got the rocker van, which I didn't know they had a rocker van, but I
yeah.
do remember the brown Barbie van because my sister had that one. And she had it when she was really young, and we
I
lived
had
up on
that.
this hill, and it was so big, at 7 years old, she could sit in it. So
Oh.
she would sit in it, and I would push her down the hill.
oh my god.
So dangerous, but yeah. That thing, so the Barbie rocker van, $54, $54.99.
Oh my god, how overpriced. Barbie stuff is
So-
ridiculous.
Well, not all of it. Some of this isn't bad. Like, some of this stuff they advertised all the time.
Imperial Mort says, I need a 7 foot tall woman. Don't we all?
Here's the Barbie house. Or is that just a generic?
That's the generic one, and that's the one I had. That is the exact one I had.
Well, that one actually looks better than the Barbie house.
It's pretty cool.
And it was only $49.99. That's still huge.
It
I
was
mean, look
big.
how big it is compared to the
I
little
know,
girl.
it sat right next to my bed.
I mean, it like would come up to here on her when she's standing up, like
Yeah.
to her chest.
It was
That's
cool.
crazy.
It sort of has this little part to make it look like the Barbie Dream House, because the Barbie Dream House is like...
Is that what that one is? Is that the Barbie Dream House? That's not the Barbie Dream House was the pink one.
Well, there was one that was like that had the A-frame. Where's the Barbie one?
I don't think we've seen the Barbie Dream House yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we've gotten that far yet. So there's Jim and the holograms.
So did you ever see the Gem movie?
I saw like the last few minutes of it. It was so weird and horrible.
Really?
Oh, it was bad. Really bad.
Like, lots of people have talked about on here that Just Joe says the Gem movie was such a bomb that Hasbro pulled it from the theaters after a couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, they're right. They did. I think it was after a week, if I'm not mistaken, because that was, what, 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago, Michael. Was that right?
Yeah. Or...
No, it was longer ago than that.
5 by now.
Is it 5 that long ago? Oh, we are so old.
Matt Film Production says, one of my biggest regrets is never dating a tall woman.
I actually dated, before my wife, a couple of girls that were taller than me. It was...
I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'5.5", but I've been 5'5.5" since, like, the beginning of 5th grade. And so, when you're that height in that grade, you are like Daryl Hannah. Like, you're, like, really tall. And so every school dance, the boys are like this tall, and it's like real awkward.
Well, that was always that 5th to 6th grade time frame.
The worst.
And then all of a sudden, 7th and 8th, the boys finally went.
Not all of them.
So not all of them, no. But so check this out. So in the more feminine part of the magazine, they've got I just want to be the little girl. Yeah.
In the 80s, that was the thing.
They've got Princess of Power, She-Ra, in with the Barbie stuff. But they have a set of Robotech Barbies.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, that is...
Tim, you're going to have to get up and run the camera on this so that Michael can sort of turn it around.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna have to hold that and let us.
He'll have to. You need to put that on a Lazy Susan. I bet one of those is in that.
Oh,
one.
and I bet
Hey,
he's
I
got.
bought you that
I
thing.
have one actually. I have one. Hold
Yes.
on. I got it.
But I did not know that Robotech made, or Barbie dolls had a Robotech line. They even have.
Keith says, Tim Witten tell the story about marrying your brother Ice twice.
I don't get that either.
I don't get that.
Marrying my what?
Hey, the good news is you get to make it.
Oh, my wife twice?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
No.
Well, that's a purely Patreon after show story, possibly.
Yes.
Here. Can you just turn it like manually?
Is it battery operated?
No, it can be, but it's also just...
It's designed so that it can sit on the shelf and just constantly be
Turning.
rotating it.
Which
Here.
that would almost let me. Put
Yeah,
the
Mike,
camera on.
you need to.
So it's
That is so cool, dude.
it's missing like just a few pieces, but I'll source them. According to Tony at Analog Toys, the way they built this one was they did not make it just a port over of the Palatoy Death Star. They
Look at that. Look at the windows on this side. Look at the windows in that.
yeah, they use certain features, but because this was for their own line, they designed it and then had a fully grown designer of theirs sit on it to make sure it would hold the weight of a kid when it was all put together.
Oh my God.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I
And
would.
check. I love if you turn it back so that the jail is facing you.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more this way. I'm sorry. What I wanted to show was that this open space in the bottom
Yeah.
center. That is like so cool from the idea of like trying to park like hide toys around the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Back a tank into.
Yes.
For like a surprise.
I bet
And
you a
feel
lot
like
of those vehicles would fit in there.
the Palatoy Death Star didn't have that much
No,
space
it didn't.
internally.
No.
And there's even on the top floor there's spaces like that where things can be happening inside.
Right. It's missing some little plastic chutes, but those you can occasionally find replicas of those. So I'll probably find some replicas of those to make it fully functional
This
again.
one feels like it's a base, like it's
Yeah.
like you could hide in it, like there's more cover.
This is what,
Yeah.
This is what I would like to print 3D.
Uh-huh.
Those panels in 3D and put it together.
And I feel like if you got some practice in a CAD program or something,
And
you could do that. I mean, you wouldn't have the coloration and the detail on the outside. You have to paint it, which is
Right.
fine for the purpose of just creating something like that. And
then-
those panels would take longer than you think to print because you would want to do them solid, not like...
George, are you saying you have 6 of these?
Yes, he's not exaggerating. I've seen the photos.
Good Lord.
I don't know how you accumulated
But
that.
one of the really cool parts is
Well
that
done.
the
Wow.
helipad is also repositionable.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
hang on, let me back up.
You
So
kidding me?
that is
Oh my
really
God.
cool. That is
Wow.
super cool.
What goes in
Talk
that
about-
little bit there? Is that one of those shoots?
Talk
or-
about burying the lead, Michael.
No, that was well timed.
I mean,
Well timed.
jeez.
So like you could have the takeoff and then landing up here.
So you can literally have your roll 'em up moment.
Uh-huh.
Roll 'em up.
This is here because there's a ladder built in right here, so anybody
Oh, okay.
landing here can go down.
No,
The
you're
next
kidding? Really cool
repurposing
detail.
of this would have been like the ER play set, and then you
Yeah.
could have like the episode where they had the helicopter like kill Romano.
Whoa, spoiler. No. But you're right. As a hospital, that would work really
Right?
well.
Wouldn't it be great? You could have like ambulances. And
I'm feeling like they need to do that for Grey's Anatomy.
I like ER better.
You could have the bus out front that kills one of the mix and McSteamy or Dreamy or whichever one. I
George,
wasn't referring to Australians.
Michael. George says, check the box, Michael. I definitely sent the shoot.
Oh, you did send the shoot.
Oh, you'll get him mad.
Oh, I'm not trying to make anybody mad.
You'll get him mad.
Hold on.
Oh, he's steaming. He's stomping his feet and making fists.
He's looking, George.
No, we're not going to sit on it.
Benjamin wants you to sit on it, Michael.
Nope. Hey, it's on a lazy suit and you can sit and spin.
Sit and spin. Did you have one of those?
No, but the
I-
church I went to did, and even though I was like all the way up through middle school, I would still go find that thing and just be like,
My grandma had one at her house. We would always play on
you
it. It's
could
like,
get that thing going.
I
and just
mean,
be
it's
like,
ridiculous.
Fling yourself off of it.
I don't
across
even
there.
know how little or much one of those things cost. Probably could look it
Oh,
up.
now I bet you can get like really machined ones with like excellent bearings and everything else, like titanium sit and spin. Happy holidays, sir.
Happy holidays.
To you. I'm like zoning out. I'm sorry.
It's been a long time.
I'm like, man, that fish.
We
tastes
started this
good.
at what, 2:30? It's 5:30, so
Yeah,
3
good
hours.
Solid, good solid.
Good
block.
solid 3 hours of.
I have not heard of the Snap Ships line by Play Monster. Michael, does that sound familiar? The Snap Ships line by Play Monster?
Jason says adult size sit and spin, all stainless with easy glide bearings.
I don't know why. I don't know why that sounds awful, but I don't
It
know
does
why that
sound
doesn't
awful.
exist at bars. Like how bars will have like games and stuff like that to play nowadays.
What?
Bars? Have you heard of those? They're really not popular right now.
Oh.
But grown-ups get together and have grown-up beverages sometimes.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah, I
That
don't
sounds
know
weird.
why. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good line of comedy's a risk, but I feel like something like that would be
Wonder
kind of fun.
Whims? I don't remember Wonder Whims.
I do not like
Ew.
this.
I
at
don't
all.
like that.
No,
It is a
I
little
do
freaky.
kind of remember them now that I look at them, though.
you're gonna have to hold that one. Up.
What is that?
That's what I just was like.
Oh my god!
The people who make
Oh,
Wonder Whims.
oh,
Is it?
No,
Is it?
Yes, it's Doug and Debbie Henning's Wonder Whims,
Oh,
and
Why
I
do their
am
names
looking.
sound familiar.
I am looking that up for a Dreamland.
that is a
I
Dreamland.
feel like you're
That is
right.
a Dreamland podcast right there.
I mean, you guys.
I
have
just
you-
found their next hit right
I
there.
feel like one of them needs to make hot sauce and have a record. At the time. That needs to happen.
What is that? I wonder how long they were even around. See, that's fascinating.
I want to know where I can get one of those silver jackets.
Watch you find out those are like your neighbors. What? Oh no. Oh
No,
no.
it's a thing. There's like a cult of personality here.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Just read that first sentence.
I am, and I'm just keeping that to myself
Yep.
because
Yeah, we don't.
we
wanna
just
spoil
found
it.
our next Dreamland podcast.
George, I have the SAS guy, and I've got the stand for the Spitfire, but we've looked through the whole box, and I don't see any chutes.
It's the royal.
It's with the ladders.
The ladder's right there.
He
No.
shoots and ladders.
You get it?
I get it. You made a joke, so you can throw a card or whatever the heck we're
No,
doing.
it wasn't. I'm not even playing that game, Michael.
So we found this page called Wonder
No,
Whims.
we're not talking about it anymore.
and
Turn
look
the
at this picture. It actually has a picture of the creators on there.
Turn the page. We're not talking about it anymore.
George, I promise I haven't lost your stuff. I've looked through all the box. I don't see
He
one.
says he'll send another one.
Yeah, but that implies that there was one to begin with, and I'd hate to know that one got lost, but there's not one in the box.
We will do a much more
we'll
thorough.
tear the whole studio apart after the live stream when we can all help.
Michael, did you do a good thorough search?
I thought I did.
I just wanted to say thorough.
Thorough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like 1950s.
We can't talk about the Wonder Woman.
Nope.
No.
Moving on.
Oh, see, that's just.
You made the mistake of
unfortunate.
saying it would make a good podcast, which means it is not being discussed now.
So it's no longer allowed to be touched by the RetroBlasting side of the
No,
house.
it's no longer to be a part of this conversation.
the fact that this is this long tells me that. Oh.
Hey, look, I could talk
Oh
about that
no.
stuff.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, I don't see the bad thing there.
No.
I'm seeing some of the topics though.
Yeah, that's fine. I can totally see that coming. There's
Okay.
only like one or two oh no's that would make us not.
No.
Y'all gotta
Look at
stop.
that
Give me the
one.
catalog. I'm gonna at least turn the page.
Turn the
You're not even entertaining now.
page.
No, we're being very entertaining. We're just being entertaining in the future.
Here
In the
I
future,
am
exactly.
But you
on
get
the
to watch
road
it now.
again.
Furskins. I
There
remember the
I
Furskins. The Bears. You don't remember all
No.
the Furskins? Oh, I remember
Look
the
at this
Furskins.
note. Doesn't that make you want to find out what it's for?
What? What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey,
It's like-
there's my buddy.
It's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
I know. I mean, just out of nowhere. Tim, thank you so much for going down this rabbit
You're
hole.
welcome.
Because we would have never found that.
AL says, you guys are still on?
Yeah.
Yes. When do we want to wrap this up? Do we want to wrap this
We
up?
probably need to wrap it up soon.
Yeah, I can't feel my backside.
Well, how many people are watching?
400 and some odd people.
Well, I think
No.
we're good.
No,
Keep going.
No, we can wrap it up. Even if there's 1,000 people.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
430 people.
It's a lot of people.
It is.
It's a lot of people.
Very happy.
Christmas, Christmas time is
Tim,
here.
all those people are looking at us.
Teddy Ruxpin.
How much?
How much was
let's
a
all
Teddy
guess.
Ruxpin?
How
Hang
much is
on.
a Teddy Ruxpin?
Well, I gotta find out because I don't even see him. There he is.
Don't look,
there he is.
Michael.
I see
I
him.
want you to guess.
Oh, that's actually
Hey,
interesting.
no judgment. Michael, how much do you think?
$29.99.
Good. Solid
That's
guess.
a good solid guess. I'm going to go $24.99. Aaron?
I have no idea. 36.
What does our
Even.
people say?
Zeno says $60.
$64.99.
$64.99.
Teddy
Nailed
Ruxpin.
it. Good
Wow,
job.
very good.
No wonder nobody wanted that thing.
For a Teddy Ruxpin.
No wonder.
That's
anytime
highway robbery.
No wonder anytime a kid brought one to school, they were like, "No one can touch it, or my parents."
It's true. They would do that.
I remember.
Knight
that
of
being
Ren
a thing.
says -1 cent.
Isn't that like the setting for infinity? In
I
most
mean, it's
video
well, it
games?
just
Chris says, someone check on Michael. He looks like he needs a reset.
Well, no, I'm
he's
just
He's
upset.
worried about
I'm
that
not
shoot.
upset about the fact that the shoot isn't here because I'm
Still
used to.
thinking about the
I'm
shoot.
upset about the idea that George says he sent it and then it's not in the box because the box was still fully sealed. So I know for a fact that it's not laying over there. I've checked 7 times.
Michael, what if it's a conspiracy?
It's not a conspiracy. I just want people to know that I'm very thorough about
I think it's
checking.
pronounced thorough.
So Melinda,
Sure
does that
would.
remind you of anything? It's all the tents that you could buy as.
I
Yeah,
had,
The
I had
mine
that
was one of these
camo.
kind.
I want one of those.
This mine
The
looked just
Garfield-
like this,
Garfield.
but it was brown and it had Mickey Mouse on it.
I want the Garfield
$20
one just to eat, guiltily
all.
eat.
When you got one of these for
lasagna
Christmas,
inside of.
when you got one of these for Christmas, it was
Garfield
like
tent.
a bad
It's just a
portent.
lasagna eating tent. You just go in it and you eat lasagna.
What'd you say?
You're not wrong.
Whenever you got one of these for Christmas, it was always a bad portent
Why?
because it was a poor tent.
It was a pun.
Oh. My God.
Oh, look, it's the good book on tape
I remember
in the
that.
toy section.
I remember it was on TV. I seen on TV for a little while.
What is that?
Book.
I want to say I remember that.
That was one of those things where it was just an overlay, and it
All
was
right,
just like.
so
Did any of you
So
guys ever
to
have a
end-
bed that looked like a car?
No,
I did not either.
to end this live stream, I'm going to go get a cat. And I'm going to bring it down here and show the people the cat.
Is it going to be one of your cats?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't important. I wanted to make
All right, so you're gonna ask them which one they want to see?
No. surprise.
I was
cat.
gonna just surprise them.
Well,
All right,
there's
we'll just
only
go grab a cat.
one that
I'll
I
just
would
grab the
prefer.
first one I see.
Well, we know which one that will be.
not Sasha.
Sasha's the only one I can think of who's like.
You know, you need to love your daughter just
It's
as
not
much
about
as you
that.
love
It's
your
about all the
sons.
hair that she sheds. I don't want it down here.
Wow.
Golly.
Sorry.
So here's all the handheld games. So
Oh,
they've
they got
got
the football
digital.
one?
They got the football one. They've got the little mini Simon Says.
Simon. I mean, was that
Yeah.
out by then? Just
Oh yeah, Simon was 70s actually.
Was it okay?
The driving game. I actually remember friends who had the driving game.
Good book featuring special effects by Toto. do, 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 do. In the beginning.
Board games. Okay, now this is interesting because by this time in '86 we were getting the fancy board games like Wheel of Fortune. You remember how popular that was?
Wheel
Oh,
of Fortune.
Because remember you could do your little Vanna
Yep.
White thing. Ching,
Yep.
ching, ching. It was a little plastic setup.
Murder, She Wrote, the board game.
Well, you remember Sale of the Century, the real estate game.
I'm focused on
Angela
Lansbury.
Poorly
Which that's a
drawn.
very, I was fixing to say, that's a very poor done picture. If you need to look up the 1986 board,
Angela, the Murder She Wrote.
it makes her
Board
look
game.
like she weighs about 280
No,
pounds.
I just think she
So,
looks unusually happy.
well,
like,
it's not good. It's definitely not flattering.
Mm.
Mousetrap is still.
I
a
love
thing.
the Rock'em Sock'em Transformer themed one. I always wanted that Megatron and Optimus Rock'em Sock'em robots.
I wonder how much that is now because it was $12 back then.
It means
I'm
that
gonna-
probably they've all fallen apart and turned into compost.
Yeah, they weren't made of the best stuff.
No, they were not. Well, everybody remembers that. We all had that thing, or knew a friend who
I
had
didn't
that.
have that. Anything
The
that was
football
sports,
thing.
anything that was sports related, I didn't have.
Kick the football.
Oh, the
Electronic chess. But look
sets.
how much that was.
$100.
Well, I mean, it had a
I mean, that's
microcomputer
like
in it.
it's $100 for an electronic chess set. Okay, I could get a flag for almost that kind of money.
Did it move its pieces on its
Yes,
own?
it would have had the magnetic underneath, so your opponent with the pieces would have moved.
Really?
Yeah, look at the size of that. It's big enough to have the actuators.
Okay, hang on.
Some of them would have had the lights that would tell you where to put the other piece. But the ones I'm thinking that were that price were the ones that actually moved the pieces with a magnet.
for $100.
Oh, he's scary.
Is it actually working? I don't see the live stream.
Yeah, it's working. And we haven't been told it's frozen or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's your phone, Michael.
Yeah, my phone is on.
He's a cat, he can't talk. Not like that, though. Not to say hello.
Yeah, you can.
He could say
Speak
hello.
and say.
Can you pull my chair back?
You're speaking spell, excuse me.
Was that enough, or are you good? Okay.
Rock
All right, Jasper
tumblers.
getting some love. They're happy to see you.
Hi,
He's like,
sweetie.
why am I in this strange place that I did not know exists? I'm in another dimension.
Yeah.
Remote
He is-
control.
yeah, he is pretty big. Okay, so Timothy Ward is saying the computer told you the space to move the piece to. His dad had one, so it does not move the pieces.
I was fixing to say, oh, you remember that thing?
Yeah, I thought it was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, and those two because the tires would. How much was that thing? This was
Jason.
the monster machine. It was that giant
Jasper's a
truck
heckin'
that had all the
tank now.
wheels.
Right.
Hey, use the good
$30 for that.
Heckin'.
Are you looking at stuff?
Here's the classic Tonka stuff. This is the thing I always wanted and never got. The Tonka crane.
The construction gantry.
Yeah, that big tall crane. It was electronic. But look, it's only $10 for that.
Yeah.
Look at the way Tim's mic matches up with the shirt. It's
It
actually
is pretty impressive.
it's
It's got
really
a
good.
lovely purple hue.
Yeah. Hey. If he decides to escape, I'm the person who's going to go through.
Enter
He's
the world of
sleepy. He's not gonna do
Megastar.
anything.
What is Megastar?
No idea.
All right. Well, any last thoughts on Christmas? Hey, by the way, the next live stream we will be doing is a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
A week from
No.
today? Or a week from tomorrow?
What's today?
Friday.
Today's Friday, so it'll be a week from tomorrow. Let's check and see. Oh, did
Come
you have
on.
that as a card?
I did.
You suck.
I win the game!
Michael, we're going to have like an office space destruction of this game.
Yeah.
I win.
You
Film it.
I win the game.
suck.
Yeah, you get
just
to do
in time for the end of the
Here,
live
you get to
stream.
do this.
Suck.
Guess what?
What?
You got got.
Oh. See, hopefully that provides closure. So
I
she'll
have
feel like
closure.
she's completed the circuit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, everybody, I hope you guys have a great Christmas weekend and a holiday weekend, whatever your, maybe it's Festivus, Hanukkah.
Or even if it's nothing and you're just
Right.
able to be on the stream.
Yeah,
for
but,
whatever reason, you are welcome and appreciated.
Yes, but we will be back next Saturday. Like I said, new video being posted before the new year. I'm going to be working on that the next few days.
Got him in an arm.
If you need to reach us, you know how to get in touch with
he's
us.
happy.
So Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Gmail.
That's too many ways.
I know.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
But you guys have yourselves a great rest of your holiday.
A merry little Christmas.
Right.
Yourself a merry little Friday.
And we will see you
next Saturday.
Next Saturday in the new year.
And we will be doing the live stream that never was from last week, which is Kid Heroes.
Yes.
For New Year's Day.
And
the day after New Year's Day or whatever it is.
And as a final thing, I'd like to thank everybody who sent in stuff. We don't ask for this kind of stuff. We don't ask for donations, and you guys just
But wow, you blow our minds.
There are more packages that are at the PO box, but we didn't have time to get them before this stream.
We'll have them for next
we'll have them for next Saturday's stream. To all of you, thank you so much. All right, we're gonna let you guys go have a rest of your holiday. We're gonna go have the rest of our holiday. But if you need to get in touch with me, just shoot me a message. So, all right, guys, see ya.
Say bye. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.